Step into the ring.
Performing for you, you know. Here we go. Divinely here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. DJ Donkey Kong, he's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK, Donkey Kong. Hi, DK, Donkey Kong is here.
This Kong's got style, so let's get it, dude. She can shake it, side to her. Look. She's quick and nimble when she needs to. Then she can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose her, you'll not choose wrong with a skip and a hot cheese. One clue Kong. DK, Donkey Kong.
He's back again, it's about time to win. This time he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his shit back on. With his whiskers out, he's one tough call. He'll make us smile when he pulls his teeth. But gremlins, beware, cause he's after you. DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK, Donkey Kong. Hi, DK. Donkey Kong is here.
This Kong's got style, so let's get it, dude. She can shake it, side to her. Look. She's quick and nimble when she needs to. Then she can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose her, you'll not choose wrong with a skip and a hot cheese. One clue Kong. DK, Donkey Kong.
He's back again, it's about time to win. This time he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his shit back on. With his whiskers out, he's one tough call. He'll make us smile when he pulls his teeth. But gremlins, beware, cause he's after you. DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well.
Hello, gamers. It's been pretty good. I mean, it's a little toasty here in Arizona today, but you know, even though fall started, it's still 104. I wouldn't imagine it is. Hello.
All right. So now that you haven't heard any of that, hi. Welcome to the UT Austin Smash Esports Open, brought to you by Bravest Esports. I am Jem, and I am joined here by Eyes, who is the only person that you were able to hear previously. Great way to start things off. So, I'm doing a quick look up of how your weather is in Austin right now. Oh, 86 degrees. That's beautiful.
Must be nice.
That sounds lovely. Even if it is 6 p.m. over there. Because we're coming to you live from Phoenix, and we're at 104, I believe, at the moment.
Yep. It's still going to be 100 at 6, so it's still 17 degrees cooler for that.
Yeah, that's rip. But that's why we're staying indoors, and for no other reason whatsoever. There is nothing going on in the world right now that is forcing us in here. It's just kind of hot outside, you know? That's totally what's going on here. So, in any case, welcome everybody. We are Bravest Esports. Our mission is to help grow and increase the number of esports communities out there. So we partner with schools to try and maybe create a little bit more of a link between on-campus organizations and their activities people. Get everybody aware of what each other is doing and throw some cool events while we're at it. So we're happy that you guys are here with us supporting that initiative. We are about to get started with our round 1 match. We're just waiting on one of our opponents to show up in the lobby here that we've got open for you. So it'll be Vivave. I might be pronouncing that incorrectly. If so and somebody knows, please by all means correct me. Should be a pretty interesting tournament. We do have some seeding that came in from a local organizer. So at least the top maybe 50% or so of the players are definitely seeded, and so it should definitely put the right people forward through the bracket. Should be a good event in terms of how the results show. So I'm excited. Fallout Roy is here. Welcome, Fallout Roy. Is that Vivave? Is that who you are? Oh no, Fallout Troy. I missed a T there. Okay.
Vivave is wave.
Vivave is wave? Okay.
For sure. The 2 V's got to be a W.
I could totally see that, and maybe he's going for like a wavy shape with it.
Yeah.
Artistic. I see it. So we'll go with wave. Wave versus the deeps.
God, I'm convinced.
Into
that
the
if it's
depths
not,
of the ocean.
I'm putting in my 2 weeks if it's not.
Well,
It is wave? Okay.
hopefully we won't have to wave goodbye to this player since they're
Okay.
not on their way in. We do not see them here yet.
See, I was correct.
We are told
I
it is
see
wave.
gamer.
Oh, you're wave. Well, Fallout Troy, check announcements real quick. Grab yourself the ID, or you can grab it from the stream. And the password is there as well. Jump on in here real quick so we can get this all started.
And it looks like they decided that the first game is going to be a button check, and then so they'll just button check it, and then they'll jump off and play, I guess.
That's
They're
fine.
button checking first. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for a lot of fighting games. You don't see it as often in Ultimate, but definitely a reasonable thing to request. And then we'll get to see what characters they're playing, and then make some wild speculation about who's going to win based on just that information alone. It'll be great.
I'm really good at that.
Still waiting on Wave. So whenever you're ready, Troy, come on in. This lobby right here, which I realize you could not see previously. There we go. Troy made it in. And I'm glad that we now have established that it's Troy, so that I know that that tag is the tag of the person who's supposed to be here. That worked out well. All right, so we got Troy in here.
Well, we got some Deeps fans in here. All this is Deeps on his actual account, and they don't match, and he's cheering himself on, which I still would respect. We support self-love, all right?
Let's go Deeps. Tilt in here. Special thanks to Tilt for helping us seed the event, making sure that we're making it as easy as possible for the right people to make it out. Alright, so presumably we're in the process of stage striking here, just making sure that we've got all of that correct. And now let's see where the characters end up going. We've got a Zelda avatar from Troy, but it's Palutena. It seems like every time it's a Zelda avatar, it ends up being a Palo main instead. But that's going to be my hard read from now on. And we've got a Captain Falcon on the other side. Two extremely mobile characters. You're running all over the place. All right, here it is. Winners round 1 between Deeps and Troy. We start off with a couple of taunts and some button checks because I forgot that this was going to be a button check. It's very exciting. They're schmoovin' out there. Oh, first blood goes to Deeps. Troy making sure that crouch button works. Oh, and we've got, wow, some real action going on right now. We've got a couple of KOs off the bottom side, another couple of them. Oh my goodness, this is going to be one of the fastest matches we've ever seen, and it goes to Troy. Just kidding.
I'm going to say it right now, Troy wins this tournament. From what I've just seen, the high-octane gameplay, he's winning it all.
Bold claim. All right. You take a quick
Convince me.
take a quick look at the seeding and see if that is backed up by what we just said.
Xavier
we got
agrees, right? Xavier?
Deeps is the 8 seed. And why am I having so much trouble finding Wave? There we go. Yeah, Deeps is the favorite according to the seeding here. Although, worth mentioning that we don't have any data on Wave. And so it may well be that this is one of those dark horses. Shows up out of nowhere and does some up airs. And some more up airs. All right, here we go. Starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2, one of the more neutral stages, and great for characters that like to run around in circles like these two. Yeah, it was a very solid start from Deeps. Lots of aggression coming out right away. But Troy hitting that counter a couple of times here, giving himself a ton of space, and actually able to regain control for a while. Big charge smash, not going to get punished. Deeps putting him on the platform. See how Troy can get down. Tries to come down with a back air. Not going to find anything. Deeps has position. Baits out the counter this time. Jumping out there, threatening. Maybe trying to get the counter out one more time. So you've seen that Wave is throwing it out there quite a few times. Big Falcon kick to take the stock. Deeps at Super Saiyan %. See if he can keep it going. He's got a grab. He got a neutral air out of it. Ooh, great forward tilt there. Troy trying to drop down through the platform for whatever reason, not getting the input out. Big up smash catches him out of the air. Can he get an up air off of this? Up air might have KO'd at that %. Hard to say with Captain Falcon's fall speed, but... Ooh. Up air, no follow-up from there, but gets another one. Goes a little bit too late with the back air, but is able to follow up with an up B, and now a full stock lead for Deeps. Looking pretty solid in this winners round 1 match. Troy trying to build some distance. Might want to try using some projectiles here. Nope, just going for that up smash. Didn't work the last time either, and Deeps probably smelled it out. Big up smash though, and Wave able to take the stock. Still in this. You never know when a big damage swing is going to come. Up B's the stage. Stuck in the corner, overcommits to a dash attack. Deep's able to catch that. Able to recover to stage, but gets knocked right back off with an up air. Oh, the up B will definitely do it. So now a full stock lead. Deep's 2, Wave 1. Getting the auto reticle, goes for a forward smash, but Captain Falcon easily able to jump over that one. Trey goes for a grab. Doesn't connect, but Deep's no punish. Great job getting me back down to the ground, and a double up smash. If he keeps falling into it, just keep hitting him with it, and then forward smash to boot. That was a lot of damage. But Deep's regaining control, getting a raw back air off of that grab. And taunts. A little bit of disrespect here. See if that comes back to bite him. Deeps gets the back air. Trying to apply some pressure, just gets forward aired in the face for it. There's the Raptor boost, the up air. No combo yet, but lots of momentum here for Deep. Just swinging at this point. Just looking for that one KO option. Oh, Troy. Dangerous jab. Doesn't go punished.
Troy trying to do whatever they can to keep the distance here.
Mm-hmm.
But at 116%, not going to take much more. Still a stock down.
The explosive light will do it, though. Wave hanging on by a thread here. Great counter. Baits out an attack. Oh, he gets a throw. Can he combo into this? Gets a good forward air out of it. That's damage. Goes for the rapid jab, and that's a relatively safe place to do that. Oh, but he rolls backwards instead of rolling forward. So Deep catches him on the back end of the roll. Does the neutral get up? Almost dies to that throw. One more would certainly do it. Breaks the grab there. Just sits in the corner spamming grab, which is smart because the grabs trade. He's able to get the explosive light. Can he get... Oh, the up smash gets air dodged through. So close to a comeback there, but Deep's able to clutch it out and take game 1.
That was a great effort from Troy there.
Yeah, at the end, he was getting his damage. He was dodging things. That up smash hits, you know, Captain Falcon's still stuck in the air. I might have liked to see him go for an up air instead, just so that he has a little bit more control over when the hitbox comes out. Maybe it could have lasted longer. Maybe he could have beaten the air dodge out with it. But I respect him for trying to go for the ranged attack so that he doesn't have to put himself close to Captain Falcon and risk taking a trade. So just an unfortunate mix-up there at the end with the air dodge, but still very close. And we've seen that Wave can definitely take this if he gets another momentum swing like that. And so we go back into the selection process. For those who might not be familiar with competitive Smash, the rules state that you can change your characters, and that you almost certainly will change the stage in between rounds, but there is a procedure for when that happens that advantages the loser of the previous match. So the winner gets to ban 2 of the 8 legal stages, then the loser is able to pick of the remaining 6. After that, winner locks in their character, and then loser locks in their character. So the loser gets to both get the lion's share of choice over which stage they choose, as well as they will know which character their opponent is playing going into that before they choose their character. So if we were going to see a character swap out of Wave here, it would probably be now. But if he thinks, you know what, that was close, I bet I can take that if I try it again, could easily see them sticking to the Palu. Palu is, of course, a very strong character, doesn't have a really that many bad matchups per se. Just a very mobile, very safe character. It's kind of hard to counter a character like that. So we will see what the choice ends up being. One thing that I will say for Deeps seemed to have a somewhat more practiced punish game. It seems like when they get an opening in neutral, they're ready to follow up on it. They know what's going to come after that. Wave has not necessarily always been going for the openings that will get him a lot of follow-up. It seems like when he has gotten those openings, maybe a grab and into a down throw or something, he has known to at least follow it up with an aerial or something. But we don't see him necessarily always going for the options that will net him the most damage. Sometimes he's standing and rapid jabbing in places where he might get punished for that. It's a great defensive tool, but sometimes I want to see him going for a little bit more, going for an option that's going to offer more damage for him. So we'll see if there are some adjustments that need to be made, if he's just playing a little bit more defensively. But same matchup going into this game too. We'll see what's going to happen here. Curious what the stage ends up being.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, going to Final Destination, so no platforms whatsoever. That is going to be Wave's choice of stage. So what that suggests to me is that Wave is trying to just zone Captain Falcon out and maybe juggle him, if that's possible. He's taken away the platforms, which takes away some vertical movement options. And so this will force Captain Falcon to kind of just run at him, or jump at him, as the case usually is. So
Very even start to this one.
Deep's going in, gets up air, tries to go for the up B, not finding it. But this is definitely looking like a strong stage choice for Wave. You can see how much more challenging it is for Deeps to get in when the path to his opponent is so linear. I like the idea, except that Deeps read it. He ran forward as if he were going to commit to attacking, and then he just backed up and covered center stage. So we'll see if Troy mixes it up on future stocks that he takes to try and keep himself alive. Gets a grab. Oh, no throw, so not going to get any follow-up off of that. Great mash out of Deeps. Deeps almost gets the stock with that back air. Good dash attack. Oh, going for the nair. I like the idea. I think the down B actually modified his hurt box just a little bit. Might have helped him get out of that. Troy going for that up smash again. Has not worked so far for him. Might want to consider some alternative edge guards here. There's the down throw into the RAR back air. Double back air. Some good damage coming out of Deeps. Oh, but the big forward smash from Wave, putting out the explosive light a little too far away to hit, and there's the up smash again. It might be just that he's mistiming it. In that case, it might have actually worked, I think, if he had gotten the timing correct, but as such, has not been effective so far. Charges a down smash, but that maybe was a bait. Sometimes if you choose a really high commitment move that you know your opponent is too far away to punish, you can actually get them to run in when they shouldn't. And that's exactly what happened there. The dash attack opens him up, but he expects the far recovery. Oh, but that explosive light, not quite going to do it off the top. One more certainly will. Big down smash is shielded, and the Deeps gets the dash attack. A little bit of aerial follow-up, but the counter spam will halt him for the time being. Let's see if he can follow up off this throw. Whew. Deep could have probably gotten a dash attack off on that at least. Oh my god, and Wave's dash attack not quite KOing either. My goodness. Okay, that will certainly do it. So now the pressure is on Wave to get this stock, and those up smashes have been pretty low percentile for him so far. He honestly might have a better shot with a dash attack right now. Auto reticle not aiming where he wants it to. You kind of have to manipulate your positioning relative. Great back air or back throw there. You kind of have to manipulate your positioning relative to your opponent to get the auto reticle to really connect. It tends to be better against a grounded opponent if you short hop first and then fall downward so that it's not going to swing over their heads. Especially important against shorter characters. Captain Falcon a little bit on the tall side, so going to be a slightly bigger target.
Pepsi Man is the big boy.
It's shield grabbed, but Great weight on the counter there from Deeps. Oh, wait. The second hit actually will do it, and Deeps clinches it. A great string there. Baiting out the counters, biding his time for the right moments, and actually ends up getting the double hit up smash, which does enough knockback to put Wave over the top, and that will clinch it for Deeps. So, that's not to say that Wave is out yet. In case y'all weren't aware, this is a double elimination bracket. So, Wave will still have another opportunity. Their next match, it looks like, is going to be against about 66 Pandas. So that should be an interesting one. Pandas, of course, notoriously non-violent, but they are very big. So, might be difficult to take down that many of them. We are Bravest Esports. To introduce ourselves, we'll be back shortly with our next match. Our goal is to improve and increase the number of esports communities across the country. One of the ways we do that is we have a national championship on December 11th and 12th. It'll come back around the horn, don't you worry about that. The National Championship is a competition of all of the different schools that we have run events at, and the winners of all of them are invited to that event. So if you win this tournament, which currently I don't think there's anybody who's eliminated except maybe a few DQs, you do have that opportunity to compete with other schools at the end of the year here, maybe as a little treat after finals. And see, you know, which school has the strongest Smash team. So that should be a good time. On top of that, we have a community Discord for Bravest in particular, where you can meet other players from other locations, maybe get used to some other play styles, some different matchups you don't normally get to play. And what's up on screen right now, we have the Sub Series. If you subscribe to this channel, there is a Smash tournament that happens monthly. This next one will be on October 14th, where you can compete against anyone who is also a subscriber. So I think that's pretty great value. Some people sub for just the emote, but if you sub to us, you also get a tournament that you get to enter for free. So if you've got a Twitch Prime or something, there you go, free tournament. Come on in. We'd love to have you. All right, let's see. It looks like we do have another match that has been called to the stream. It is going to be Hef versus the Broham. This is going to be a winners round 2 match. The Broham 7, I should note. The 7th Broham. Completely different from the 6th one.
He is one of 7 iterations.
Indeed. All right, we got a young Link on the avatar picture here. And we've got a Pikmin on Hef. So, what's your call, Eyes, on the profile picture character thing?
Okay.
Do you think it matches?
Hef is a Kirby.
Ooh, okay. The hard read, the soul read.
And Broham is gonna be he's gonna be a Link of some sort. I don't know if it's gonna be young Link, but I think it's gonna be a Link.
Interesting. All right. We will have to see.
What are you thinking?
So the Broham is the higher seed of the two here. Is one of the players that they have data on. So we would assume them to be the favorite. But again, could be a dark horse sort of thing. My guess is that Hef has a higher likelihood of their profile matching their character. I'm going to guess Broham is a Link player. I like your prediction there. And that Hef is actually an Olimar.
Okay.
So, going through our stage striking procedure, as before. To begin with, there are 5 starter stages that are legal. One player will ban one of them, next player will ban 2, and then the first player will ban 1 again. So they've each banned 2 stages, right? Which means that there's only one of those stages left. That is the most fair stage, according to those 2 players out of the starters, and they will play game 1 on that stage. So that's how that's going to work out. Here we go. Okay, so we got a Donkey Kong on the part of Hef, but you were correct that we do have a Link. Did end up actually being young Link. What do you know? So young Link, a strong zoning character. Somebody that we pretty frequently see in competitive play. Just very fast, able to throw a lot of projectiles.
Switch the screen.
Absolutely. Here we go. So starting off, and one thing that we'll have to keep in mind with this is that while Broham is going to be able to kite really hard, he's going to be able to run away and hit Donkey Kong as he retreats, he's not going to do nearly as much damage per hit. And so he's relying not only on being able to kite very effectively, but on doing more damage from kiting than Donkey Kong can by rushing in. Donkey Kong also a very tanky character, one of the single heaviest characters in the entire game, and so it's going to take a minute before Broham can actually take him down. I would say they're about even in percent right now, despite the fact that we're sitting at 100 to 150. See, that back air hits like a truck. Young Link ain't going to be able to recover here. Whew, he is lucky that that did not connect.
Wow.
Honestly, probably got saved by latency there. That forward throw also almost KOing. And we see, you know, not that much KO threat coming out of Young Link yet. There we go. Great combo from the, I believe, the arrow into the neutral air. So Broham showing that he has some setups. Familiar with this character enough to know what's going to link into other offensive options. He's making it... Oh, I actually like that option to get hit by the bomb because it jumped him over what Donkey Kong was trying to do to intercept him. Might even be intentional. Or he might have been trying to go for the re-grab on the bomb like he just did. That seems likely as well. Waiting for the boomerang to come back, and it was a great idea, but Shield is going to beat everything he was just doing, and he just gets clapped. Alright, there's a dash attack. What more can Hef get off of this? Not a lot of follow-up. I think if Hef had maybe gone for something like a grab, maybe like a cargo up throw, would have had a little bit more follow-up potential. It seems like he's going for a lot of stray hits, which obviously with Donkey Kong, those are going to hit really hard, but you always want to do the most amount of damage if they're not at KO percent. And so, rolling around down there, making it look like Donkey Kong country, some expert platforming.
Good boomerang.
And the up air will do it. Still getting zoned out, trying to go for a shield grab, maybe anticipating some aggression from Young Link, but that has not been the story of the game so far. Young Link content to use everything in his very, very large pockets. And man, he must have a lot of rupees because he's buying a lot of fire arrows and a lot of bombs off of the vendor of his chosen game.
Yeah, he owns the shop.
Mm-hmm. Bought him out. Oof, that was a really high commitment down air. No punish, though.
Oh, misses ledge, but works out.
Hef sitting at a very hefty 152% damage.
That was a big shield.
Oh, I like the idea to back air there, just a little bit off on the timing. Great air dodge to get through all of that. Goes for the shield grab, not going to find it. Not going to find it there either, and goes in a little too deep going for the third one. And gets down aired for it. So Broham able to take game 1 off of Hef. So this will be interesting, because Hef has now seen the pattern, right? He's gotten a chance to figure out, okay, here's when arrows are coming, here's when bombs are coming. How do I get out of this? What is working? He's going to need to find ways to approach. And that's not to say that Donkey Kong doesn't have those. He's a fairly agile character for being as heavy as he is. So there are ways to kind of corner this young Link. And there are definitely some openings that Broham is giving him. You know, there were a couple of missed down airs, things like that, that he could have run up and maybe grabbed. Needs to find his options that are going to give him the most follow-up. And even if he can only get a single hit, he wants to find the hit that's going to put young Link in the worst position. Maybe get him stuck on the ledge too close to you to throw a boomerang or pick up a bomb. Or maybe stuck up in the air where he either, you know, throws out a random down air or he's going to get juggled. These are the kinds of situations that Hef wants to be looking for right now.
So, I take it you're anticipating no character switch here.
I could see a character switch happening, especially given how long we're taking outside of the match right now. Sometimes you can actually make a hard read on whether they're switching characters just based on that alone. But if we do see a character switch, then okay, sure. If we don't, I wouldn't be altogether surprised. All right, so it looks like the stage has been selected. Broham has stepped out of the ring. And, I'm guessing that he's going to want to stick to his young Link. It was very successful in the last round, and so, you know, if Hef doesn't change anything up, then Broham doesn't have to change anything up. So they'll be setting their character and setting the stage, and they should be ready to get going in just a second. All right, same characters. Hef decided to run it back. Let's see if he's picked a stage where he thinks he has a better advantage. I like this choice. He has a platform to work with, but he's not going to get super stuck up on top of that platform. There are only a couple of projectiles young Link is going to have that he can put on that platform to catch him out of the air. So it should give him some options for approaching that he wouldn't have had on, say, a Final Destination. As it is, though, Broham has set up shop underneath that platform, kind of made it a fortress of his. So maybe this is backfiring. Takes the safe recovery to ledge, and then just goes in with a down air and hits one. Ooh, trades with the up air, and you can see Hef still living at 215%. An absolutely insane value for just about anybody else. And that big forward smash, you know, putting Broham off the stage. But he doesn't push the aggression. He's trying to keep center stage, it looks like. Goes for a big giant punch. Not going to connect, unfortunately. Whew. Oh, it goes for the shield grab, and Broham already in the air, so that's going to whiff. So there's the stock, but he did get a good chunk of damage on the first one. Let's see if he can follow up. Oh, man, he's eating so much percent right now. Broham just charging straight at him and going right over all of the options he's throwing out. I want to see Hef maybe going for fewer grabs, just because grab is such a short-ranged option in this game. Ooh, massive forward smash. Great roll to get through Broham's aggression, and a great read that he was going to be able to land that. Big forward smash comes out of Broham, though, so we're at a 2-stock-to-1 lead. Oh, Hef has a great... Oh, my God, that was such a good setup. I want to see more of that. So we've been seeing Broham come in with aerials a lot, and that up tilt, a fantastic anti-air that also sets up for more damage. Broham in with a neutral air, trying to get some more damage done, bounces off his shield and hits him with the second hit of down air. There's the up throw. Great dodge, but if he'd gone for a forward smash instead, that's what would have hit him. Trying to get around. Oh, great job. He switched it up. So instead of shield grabbing, he is now rolling and forward smashing, and he's gotten 2 big hits with it. He's going to go in with a giant punch. Yes, there it is, jumping straight over the predictable arrow from Broham. Brings it to last stock, so a better showing so far. Oh, and he armors through and gets the giant punch. He goes for the down air as well. He tried to end it right there. And I respect him for going for it. Not going to get KO'd for his troubles, but is going to take a good chunk of damage from it. Great shield, dodges both the boomerang and the Young Link's aggression, but he gets nared. Whew. Tight spot for Hef. He wants to be very careful how he approaches this falling Young Link, because a downer could end him right now. That forward air probably did do it, and there it is. So, Broham clutching up on the last stock and pulling out the 2-0. Like he pulled so many bombs before. All right. Let's have a look and see where we're going to get up next. It's going to be Stinko Man and BML. So where is this in the bracket here? We're looking at a winners quarterfinals match. Stinko Man, I believe, was one of our top seeds to take the bracket here, maybe 3rd or 4th, something like that. So we're getting up into that sort of territory here. So we'll see them in here shortly. And let's have a look at the rest of the bracket up here so far. Other winners quarterfinals matches. We've got Studs versus Tin on the top side. We've got Doomsdave, I like that name, versus the Broham. The Broham just advanced to that match from the one that we saw on stream. Waiting on a round 2, which is Harsh versus Nintenticle. Oh my god, the synchronization. That was gorgeous.
I didn't even hear 2 pops. It was one singular pop.
Exactly the same time. You guys are insane. And then Harsh versus Nintenticle will move on to play against Dashiki. I'm assuming that's how that is pronounced. And then here we are with Stinko Man versus BML. All right. So Connor is going to be Stinko Man. We'll want to remember that. So that's Dynablade from Kirby, and that's Waddle Dee from Kirby. I'm going to make the call, neither of these guys play Kirby.
Connor plays Ness. Calling it. What?
All right, we've got the Incineroar Ditto.
I've been thrown. Neither picked the shiny one either. I'm disappointed. Wait, do they have the shiny one in here? It's like it's all white.
I can't imagine they wouldn't. There's one that's white with like a purple stripe on the front, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's not the shiny. They don't have the shiny one.
Unfortunate.
Now, 2 characters with large hits and terrible recoveries. It's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, people kind of refer to Incineroar as a grappler, which is more of a thing in other fighting games, but it's kind of designed after that archetype. Kind of a beefy character, not super fast, just wants to get on top of you and smother you.
Great spot dodge.
But of course, in Smash, rather than just being able to get on top of you and keep you stuck in the corner, you're going to knock them further away. He has a couple of interesting options for doing that sort of thing. His side B is a command grab, and he also has some insane power in his throws if he's able to get the Revenge charged up. You can see the flames on BML, which are going to be put out by his exit from the arena, but if you've got that all charged up and you get a back throw on the side of the stage, that can kill some characters at like 0. It's extremely strong.
Jeez.
It's a very situational setup. You don't want to get grabbed by the kitty. You definitely have opportunities to keep him zoned. I feel like he especially struggles probably against sword characters. But this is the Ditto, so we don't even really need to worry about matchups here. This is just who's the better Incineroar. Right now, it's looking like it's Stinko Man.
Oh, that'll do it. Yep.
Great read on that. Gets the grab off the ropes into the abyss. Going for the lariat, and BML able to get out of that using their invincibility. Also able to put him off the ropes into the blast zone. Some great ledge pressure coming out of Stinko Man here. BML recovers low. Stinko Man respects it. Goes for the grab and misses, so BML able to get stage position, but he gets reversed on. Big dash attack coming out of Stinko Man. Oh, gets nared on the way out. Still, anything that Stinko Man can get here is gravy. He still has another stock to work with. I like his odds even if he runs off the level right now. And that forward tilt, just enough to do it. So Stinko Man with a pretty commanding win in Game 1. We'll see, does this prompt character switches? Does this prompt Stinko Man to rotate on him? We'll have to see how it goes. Okay, one second, I speak their language. Oh. There we go.
Oh, well, I raise you the thought. Oh, okay, well.
Too late. I thought faster.
I'm a little disappointed.
Right back to the same exact matchup.
Interesting. I was kind of expecting a character change.
Pokemon Stadium. I mean, two Pokemon, right? You gotta go here. Seems, though, like this is just going to the The Incineroar with the higher level, the better EV spread. So you got the exact same move set. So ooh, great break out of that grab. And BML not executing the same way. Big smash attack comes out of Connor there. Great movement. The Fox trotting backwards, anticipating the possible roll here. Big 58 damage already, and still keeping him zoned out of center. BML has been forced out until commentator's curse gets back in for that entire stock. BML has him off stage. Gonna be able to recover. Oh, and he doesn't respect the up B. So Stinko Man able to come back. Big back air. Oh man, he's got rage. This is scary for BML to drop onto. That'll do it. Looking for the 3 stock now is Stinko Man. Not quite off the top. Another one might do it. Lots of big hits, still no stock. Able to recover successfully. Great pickup. Down tilt into the forward air. Excellent call out there from BML.
Yeah, BML needs a very, very strong stock here.
Ooh, and a commitment like that, it's scary to see from the beginning of the stock here. He's having trouble contesting,
Okay.
He's having trouble contesting Stinko Man's space here. He's finding some good openings with aerials, though, and I want to see that kind of approach continue here. Because the grounded approaches have tended to be a little bit more predictable. Oh, fantastic spacing from BML to get out of that and just whiffs on the punish a little bit. Stinko Man putting on all the pressure in the world, able to finish it off with a forward tilt once again. And a pretty clean victory to move into the semifinals. All right, we'll have to see what we've got up next. Quick shout-outs. We are Bravest Esports, and we're here to try and help build esports communities and connect them to each other. Winner of this tournament will go on to the Bravest National Championship Esports Open on that weekend of December 11th and 12th. We'll have a Rocket League tournament as well. And we also have the Sub Series. If you hit !subs in our chat, which I am about to do right now, you will get information about the Sub Series, which is a tournament series we run for our subs. So if you subscribe to the channel, you can do that for free with the Twitch Prime. You not only get access to the emotes and all of that good stuff you always get, but you also get access to a tournament. And so you'll get an opportunity to play against people with some different play styles, some different characters from some different places. That can be a fun time. If you want to meet a couple new Smash friends, you can also check out our community Discord here. And there is a Longhorn Smash Discord channel that I would just like to point out. We will, shoot. I thought I had the ability to spawn a link to that. We'll get that up in just a minute or so. But if you're not already in that Smash Discord, absolutely get yourself in there. That is the place where all of these like-minded competitive Smash players are going to be. It's a fantastic place to meet all your friends that are going to play Smash with you. There we go. So there is your Longhorn Smash Discord. Make sure to hop in there and get yourself into that community. So let's take a look at the bracket here. Oh, it's looking like we've got a winner's semis match ready to go. We've got Studs versus Doomsdave. Man, I love that tag. That's a great tag. And that is what is going to be on stream, in fact. So we'll get them up here shortly. So Studs is the #1 seed of the tournament. So very likely looking at someone with a great opportunity to take it all here. But anybody who's made it into winners semis, definitely worth their salt. We'll see if we can get the upset. All right. I've decided that owing to the fact that y'all are Longhorns, and in the absence of knowledge about these players' characters just yet, they are now both Longhorns. I think Eyes will approve, given that he is a Bowser stan, a Bowser propagandist.
Yes, sure. We love Bowser in this household.
Tilt coming out with the Studs #1s. Strong confidence in, to be fair, his own seeding. Let's see how this goes. We have Doomsdave in the lobby. Looks like ready to go already. Studs taking a second longer. Okay, we've got a Yoshi coming out of Studs. The yellow Yoshi. Yoshi color is very particular. And then we've got the neutral colored Donkey Kong coming out of Doomsdave. Gotta say, it is nice to get some visual relief from the Cotton Candy Kong. Alright, Yoshi, a very powerful character in this game, is the fastest aerial mobility of any character. Moves in the air faster than Jigglypuff. And Jigglypuff is literally a balloon, so that doesn't even make any sense. His full name is Studs Yellow Yoshi. So he's laying his claim to this dino.
Yoshi's pretty adorable, I'm not gonna lie.
Or Waltz is making things up. But either way, doing pretty hot so far. He's got a pretty solid percentage lead and has not really given Doomsdave any major openings. Doomsdave being very respectful of the range, though. He's keeping himself a good spacing. Great job finding that up air. Runs right into a neutral air on the way down, but you can see he's fishing for the right kinds of openings. Smart using the Nair to cancel through the eggs. Oh, the jab block into the forward smash carries him halfway across the stage, it seems like. Sort of a discount version of the Dark Rain Escort.
Wow.
Stud's in a really strong position right now, has already gotten some extra credit. You always want a little bit of that going into a stock of Donkey Kong just because he lives so long. Ooh, catches him And yeah, great job on Doomsday reading that Studs is going to drift back into the middle of the stage. Able to take the stock, but not able to survive that because he got down aired off the level. Cargo up throw into up air, into back air, another back air. A lot of damage coming out there. That's what you want to see if you're a Doomsday fan.
Ooh, this is
Ooh.
a little scary.
Gets a little bit spooked and goes for a shield grab, getting punished heavily for it right now. Some massive up air combos.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Not
Oh,
quite, but you have to think, yeah, it's
Wow.
not going to be long coming.
That was spicy. I like
Yeah.
that.
Studs, nothing incredibly fancy, but definitely got a ton of damage output, lots of really strong strings. Doomsday definitely having his moments, finding his openings here and there. Very solid player, and definitely deserves to have made his way this far. He's got to find a way to lock the Yoshi down, though. Say his name, say his full name. Studs Yellow Yoshi. Oh, and we've got the switch from Doomsday over to the Byleth. So, opting, rather than to chase the Yoshi down, opting to zone the Yoshi with some longer hitboxes. Seems to be the play. Finds his way down, which is difficult to do on a slower character. Like the forward tilt here. This is some really solid spacing we're seeing out of Doomsday. As long as he can keep preventing these eggs from landing, he's not in a bad position. Studs Yellow Yoshi gonna have to find himself some new openings. Now it is still just the first stock, so Studs probably still figuring a few things out. When it's gonna be safe to move in. Definitely slowing the pace of the game down. Able to get a good opening there. Almost follows it up with the stock off the top. Great forward tilt. Doomsday got him pinned against the level, but a couple of eggs bust Studs out. Doomsday starting to get hit by these eggs. He wasn't before, and that was
a trade.
keeping him in the game. And that trade, we call those GameStop trades, did not go in your favor.
I'm liking this character change so far.
It's definitely proven somewhat effective at keeping Studs locked in place a little bit more.
Yep.
Doesn't have quite the same KO potential, and I'm worried that that might start to bite him now. Oh, there we go. Excellent play, locking down every option Studs has. He chased the roll all the way down. Looks like the extra range and zoning pressure doing wonders for Doomsday right now. Studs has not been able to run around the match the way that he was last time. He's forced to go in some very specific places. Trying to get the eggs game going. Doomsday faster on the shields this time. Studs, Yellow Yoshi is cooler than Master Roshi. Might be a little bit hard to get the crowd yelling that, but you know what? Can't blame you for trying. It's Yoshi's hype. They've put together a pretty solid stock. Finally gets opened up. The first time in a while. Having some trouble getting back down, but doing it very patiently. Not opening himself up. Great forward air. It's the dash attack. Studs makes his way all the way back into mid. That's the power of that air steer. Just crosses him up out of nowhere. Almost sniped him with the third one. 3 out of 4, still not bad. It's a 75% accuracy rate.
Baseball, you'd be the best to ever do it.
Yeah, it's better than I was doing in Valorant earlier. There we go. Studs able to catch him with the down B and takes the lead for the first time this game. Massive back air. Stabbed Yoshi straight through the eggshell. Absolutely brutal. Studs just sitting back, throwing eggs. Doomsdave expecting him to run in at some point, and getting baited into just taking the hit from the egg. So Studs with some great movement mix-ups there. Oh, Studs is in. Backs up, throws another egg. This is some great pressure from Studs right now. Huge adaptations. And he catches the recovery, too. Goes out a little too deep, that one, but able to cover himself with the egg on the way back, so he's still fine. Studs putting on a clinic on how to approach his owner right now. Oh, and he gets the forward air into up air. Beautiful play from Studs, Yellow Yoshi.
Sensational.
Very impressive last stock there. Absolutely shut the Byleth down. So that will be Studs, Yellow Yoshi advancing to winners finals. On the other side, we're waiting on Harsh versus Dashiki. Winner of that will play Stinko Man in the next round of winners semifinals. And let's see where we're at in losers. Losers, we got a couple round 2 matches, but most of them are up through round 3 at this point. BML, who we saw earlier, dropping at a respectable 9th place. The Broham still in it. Deep's still in it. Hef looking like having to drop out at some point here. Unfortunate. Let's get the bracket link up in the chat real quick just so that y'all can see. Here it is. Peruse at your leisure. I believe this should be up and right. Well, if you spell it right. There we go. Bracket. Nice. So let's take a look, see if we can scope that out from score reporting here. Ooh, Deep's going out in a close 3-game set. 2-1 against Eirico, I believe. And BML going out to Imperator. Will there be any melee action? Chin scratch, chin stroke. I would not be opposed. I believe we do offer events for Melee. So if you are interested in having an event for that, just hit up your student activities people There are a number of... It's actually very easy for you guys to do it. You've got like 6 faculty in the Discord right now, so you can just find someone with a faculty role and be like, melee, want... No, don't actually put it that way. Put it nicely, please. But in melees, brawls, and fisticuffs. I remember back when Smash 4 was on its way, and everyone was referring to it as Super Smash Bros. Fisticuffs. I think that's a better name that they ended up going for, let's be honest. Fisticuffs Kerfuffle was another common one.
Did you know Vin Diesel released a song?
Released a song?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. There are a lot of actors who are able to make the pop crossover.
Yeah, it was, it came out today, apparently.
Huh.
It's called Feel Like I Do. I don't know if it's explicit, so I'm not saying to listen to it, but I'm just telling you that's what it is.
I mean, we're talking to college students. I can't imagine.
You'd be surprised. Some people are like, hey, we only listen to gospel, okay?
Wait.
No rap in this household.
Got a 9-year-old at UT Austin, just an absolute
Hey.
prodigy.
It could be. You never know. Just thought I'd share because I just found that out. That was quite the information I've come across.
Yeah, I guess we'll go check that out afterward. Or not. That's also an option.
Or we won't.
Alright. So we'll have winter semifinals coming up. Stinko Man's going to be in it. We saw their Incineroar earlier. It's possible that they were just going Incineroar to ditto their opponent there. I would believe it if that is not Stinko Man's main, although also entirely possible. Post-COVID Smash Tournament IRL, cosplay your character and then beat each other up. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what was advertised in the commercial for Nintendo 64 Smash. Like, it's almost a little disappointing that that's not actually what ended up happening in the game, you know? Everybody loves mascot fights. Nobody gets hurt. The winner can just, like, eat the other one if he's a big enough mascot. So much potential there, you know? It's a reason that it's survived in the legacy of baseball stadiums to this day. It's also just so goofy, because it's so awkward. Like, these are people wearing, like, big, furry, or inflatable suits. They're not actually going to be coordinated about it. They're not going to be good at fighting. They're going to, like, whiff because they can't see and fall over. Or they're gonna tackle each other and go rolling all over the place uncontrollably. It's beautiful. It's really the pageantry that has made the American people what we are. I love that. Xavier, that is exactly what we came here for. That right there is the mascot fight. I know it's the give and take emote, but like, that right there, they're squaring up. They're raising their dukes. So I'm guessing we went to a game 3 in Harsh versus Dashiki here. It would be Dashiki's second game 3 in a row. Probably sweating a little bit. Back down on loser's side. There was an update somewhere there. Okay, so Matthew has eliminated Wave. So our boy Troy is now out, unfortunately. But that just means he gets to hang out with us here now. He's probably like, oh, crap, I've got to hang out with them now. Drop Spoon and Matthew playing in the loser side. Also got an Tentacle versus West going on there right now. Just a few reports we're waiting on now. So, Eyes, I don't think I've ever asked you this before. I'm actually curious. Are there any characters that you would like to see added to Smash that are not currently in there?
Crash Bandicoot,
Interesting, interesting.
Spyro.
I think Crash Bandicoot would translate pretty well.
I think so too. I think Spyro could. There's plenty of Pokemon I'd like to see.
Were you a
like
PlayStation
Snorlax.
gamer growing up?
Absolutely not. Xbox.
Gotcha. Okay.
I had a PS3. The controller was terrible. Went to Xbox 360 and did on Xbox since.
Yeah, I definitely like the Xbox controller better. It always messes me up, though, because the Pro controller and the Xbox controller have A and B switched, I believe. Actually, the A, B, and X and Y. So whenever I go from a Switch game to an Xbox game, it just throws me every time.
Bro, what controller has the A button be to the right and not where your thumb would like be closest to? That doesn't even make sense. But hey, you know. I'd also like to see like Boo from like all the Marios, you know, like the Ghost. I'd like to see them
Interesting.
in this. I think that would be an interesting character to have in the game.
Maybe let them like go ghost to use the Danny Phantom terminology. Like let them dodge with some kind of intangibility. That might be an interesting mechanic. Ratchet and Clank, we're getting shouted in the chat, shouted from the rooftops. That'd be a solid crossover. Those are fun characters.
Goku, Hulk, Spider-Man.
Man, Goku would be cool, but given how little patience that studio has had for even Dragon Ball Fighters tournaments, you know, shutting them out of major events, like, that one doesn't seem super likely. You'd like to see it. You know, it would be massively popular, but you have to think that they've considered it at this point and ruled it out for one reason or another.
Yeah, but I think off the top of my head, I think that those would be like the ones that I actually think could be in the game. Boo's a stretch. I don't know how they'd implement that character, but Spyro, Crash Bandicoot are for sure.
All right, we have Harsh 2-0 over Dashiki that has just come in. So that means that Harsh is going to be our next opponent up here on stream versus Stinko Man. So they'll be getting in here shortly. Harsh with a 2-0 over Dashiki. Has not lost a game yet in this tournament. Stinko Man appears not to have either. So 2 undefeated players. We'll see what ends up happening once they get into this winner's semifinal match. Winner will go on to play Studs' Yellow Yoshi in winner's finals. Mad Ike. Tin B coming in with that knowledge, so we'll just update that real quick. And if you're wrong, he doesn't play that character, it's all your fault. All right, we got Stinko Man in here, waiting on Harsh to make their appearance. Add DN to Smash. I'm gonna feel like an idiot when I hear what that stands for, but I can't think who that is right off the top of my head.
What, DN?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say it.
You know who should be added? Waluigi. And I feel like Nintendo's hitting themselves. What with all of the publicity that Waluigi got, and they had already programmed him in as just an assist trophy. Daisy as her own character would be interesting. I think she's got enough character that you could totally pull another character out of her. That said, though, there are already a lot of Mario representatives, so I wouldn't blame them for trying to keep it a little bit more even. Like, come on, there are almost as many Mario representatives as there are Fire Emblem characters. Can't have that. Daisy's best princess, though. You know, Pringus McDingus, the animator, has actually kind of sold me on that a little bit. Like, I never thought much of it for some reason in Mario Strikers Charged, the way that she just, like, yells stuff. But, man, that's actually kind of endearing. She's just putting herself out there, man. Daisy mad lame, bro. We need more Fire Emblem. To be fair, there are a lot of very interesting Fire Emblem characters. They do a pretty good job at writing those characters. Maybe part of it is that they get to actually, you know, speak. Instead of... Wah-ha! Wah! Actually, that was Yoshi. Yeah, close enough. Lynn for Smash. She made it in as an assist trophy like 2 or 3 times, didn't she? I think that started in Brawl? So... possible that they pulled the trigger on that. They did in the Forbidden game. The game that shall not be named, even though it is sick. Waiting on Harsh still. Let's see if we can find the lad. Says on his way a minute ago. Ah, shucks. We're gonna have to reopen that lobby. We'll get you the stream ID, stream lobby ID in just a second. Just Daddy Nintendo making sure we don't eat up too much bandwidth.
Because we know it's limited.
Step into the ring.
Use the ID.
It's. I'll put it in announcements real quick.
Okay, very good. Very, very good.
There you go.
I knew what the password was gonna be.
There. Got to establish dominance before anybody shows up and then submit.
Preemptive dominance.
Lynn for Smash would be hype? Would be?
What if they put Ash in the
Ever heard of a game called P+? Just a thought, just a thought. Ash. Which Ash are we talking? Oh, Pokemon Ash?
Yeah, just like not like how there's Pokemon Trainer. Like Ash just like pulls up, puts his hat backwards, and just starts throwing hands. Just instantly.
That would be a spectacle for sure. I was gonna say, like, isn't that basically just Pikachu? Because, like, let's be real, Pikachu carries his team.
Well, yeah, Pikachu is Ash. But honestly, you could put most Pokemon in this game because they already have moves, right? Like, you could pretty much kind of put any Pokemon in the game.
Here we are. We have got Stinko Man versus Harsh. Winners semifinals. The winner will be in best of 5 territory for the rest of the tournament.
Oof, quick 37%.
Really liking the ground movement here from Stinko Man. That's an extremely important part of Incineroar's game. They're not going to want to go aerial too often. Might, try to zone with some forward airs here and there, but getting caught and getting juggled, definitely a threat. So, on top of that, a lot of their offense is going to come from those throws. So they want to be grounded so that they can throw that out at a moment's notice. Great up B there, calling out that Harsh was going to continue trying to edge guard. Harsh taking the lion's share of the damage early on, but a big setup here. Trying to cover the ledge, gets a couple forward tilts on shield, but nothing more in terms of pressure. Gets the dash attack. And the up B again. He's done that twice now. We'll have to see what Harsh starts doing in response. So that's a pattern that's been established. Is Stinko Man conditioning him, or is it just working too much?
Whoa, a lot of upbeats.
Whew.
Wow. Flew across the screen.
Again, love the ground movement coming out there. That forward tilt we saw used devastating effect in the last match that we saw with Stinko Man. Using it as a great spacing tool, able to get the KO off the top with the dash attack here. So it's going to be on Harsh to play smart and not get baited, not swing it thin air. Up B definitely going to get punished here with a grab into a forward air. Nice little chunk of damage. It's the dash attack. He's been having trouble finishing off edge guards. He's had a couple of opportunities so far. Not really finding an awful lot of follow-up off of them. Great back throw. Tries to combat the up B with this charged neutral B and can't quite find the timing, but at least there he knew it was coming and threw out something that would have covered it.
This is strong from Connor here.
Here's the back throw. Can he go off stage and find the edge guard? Oh, and he catches his roll with the up B onto stage, holds all the way in instead of grabbing ledge. Really interesting choice there. Harsh gets him off the ledge. Tries to go in with a nair, gets grabbed for it. Fortunately, nothing extra on that throw, or that could have been it. It's a very powerful throw. Give him the charge. Tilt showing absolutely no bias whatsoever. Let's go both players, but mostly Connor. Fair and balanced. Throws him off the ropes, off to the right. Great counter there. And that's going to make that hit a lot harder. Stinko Man pulling away with it right now. Great job getting into his space and throwing out that nair. Really going to stuff Ike out because Ike doesn't really have a lot of fast options. Has to swing that big sword in an arc around him to get anything done. So if you can just kind of sit right on top of him, you can oftentimes stuff out what he's trying to do before he can do it. Going for a hard read there. on the roll in. Pardon me. Down tilt into forward air will do it for Stinko. Pretty convincing game one.
So divinely here, performing for you. If you know the words, you get joined into. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. Don't keep calm. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some.
Both players dropping out. Now, of course, they do both have to do this to choose the stage, so it's possible we don't have a character switch. But it is also very possible that we see one.
Faster and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK. Don't keep calm.
Meantime, we've got A Rico 2-0ing to Shiki, moving on to play against Imperator in loser's side top 8. Other side of the bracket, a little bit further behind, we've got Dropped Spoon versus Matthew and Mob versus Nintentacle, with the Broham 7 and Tin waiting in the wings. Connor sitting out there for a while, maybe thinking about this. Harsh is ready to right back up. Guessing we're probably going to see the Ike again. Stinko Man's feeling really confident. This might be an opportunity to try out a secondary, see if there's somebody else he wants to warm up.
Like a Luigi.
Where did that prediction come from?
I just like Luigi. I like his misfire. I like and the like 0 to like 75-ish stock.
It is a lot of fun to watch. Okay, here we go. Staying with the same characters here.
This Luigi's looking weird for Connor. A lot.
Yeah, didn't know that Luigi went to furry conventions.
Me either.
Big lariat, but Ike able to recover successfully there. Opting to go to Smashville. So, I'm thinking, oh, good break out of that grab, because that might have been dangerous. Ike's recovery, it's better than Incineroar's, but it's definitely a little bit on the linear side. And doesn't always give him the best opportunity before he's fallen pretty far. Whew. Up he had a shield, not gonna find him. Gets thrown. Oh, tries to go for the get-up attack, and Stinko Man is spaced well outside that range. Able to get the KO, finish things off. Oh, Harsh going for the back air there, just a little bit off. If the raw back air actually might have hit there. Tries to dodge it and actually dodges too early. I like the read there, but the air steer just a little bit too much for Harsh to cover. I'm almost thinking I might have wanted to see more platforms on the stage that Harsh comes out with. Because Stinko Man definitely playing a very grounded game, and forcing him up into the air a little bit harder when he gets into disadvantage might play into Ike's favor with the big ol' sword he's able to swing around. Great recovery there. Got excellent control of the side B. Dash attacks, armors through, able to get a grab off of that. No forward smash, but you love to see the attempt. Tried to murder him. Just holds the quick draw all the way until he can get it to grab ledge. Great dash attack. Harsh pulling it back right now. Tries to two-frame with it. Goes just a little early. A little bit hard to time that with whatever online light you can see. There might be amazing runoff forward air to catch him all the way out. Up B goes in the wrong direction. Might have been invincible when it made contact anyway. This Ike does have rage, so the damage output going to be somewhat increased. But the Nair will do it.
Arch did incredible in that second stock. That could just be what could win him this game.
Down throw into forward air. He's got control right now. Dodges out the up B, able to punish. Got countered though, so he's got to be careful about the follow-up right here. That's going to do a lot of damage.
Wow. Holy.
We're back to dead even, basically.
Are they similarly weighted?
I would say so. I'd have to look up the numbers to know exactly.
Oh, they're not gonna make it.
The two-frame with the neutral B, and Harsh takes this to a game 3.
Wow. I didn't think they were making it back, but they were. I think it's two framed. I don't know how to feel. I was wrong about everything.
He tried it once before, got it out just a little early, but that time stabs him straight through the dirt.
Wow.
So that looked like a completely different match, to be honest. Harsh playing very safe, not getting called out with up Bs that Stinko Man using to recover over the top of the ledge. Playing a very strong aerial game. Going right back to the Ike. And Stinko Man not flinching, sticking to the Incineroar. Taking it to Final Destination, which is our final destination for this winner's semifinals set. Ooh, gets grabbed. A little bit of damage there. Stinko Man untouched so far. Has him off stage. Threatening to run off stage, but threatens a little bit too much and doesn't throw out a hitbox. And so now Harsh is back on stage. Gets a good 44% for his trouble. Basically even. Oh, big parry. Lariat comes out. Tries to counter, and Harsh waits it out. Oh, but he swings at the up B instead of playing patient like he has in the past. I like the combo into the up air. The up air is a strong KO tool for Ike. Great job catching him on the neutral air, and nowhere to go. Great edge guarding from Harsh.
Just kept the pressure on.
Taking advantage now of Incineroar's weaker recovery. Incineroar literally has to throw himself at you to recover. So you just put a sword between you and him, and everything goes your way. Harsh playing nice and patient on the ledge, able to reverse to center stage, but then attacks the shield. Going to get thrown off the top. Not quite going to KO, though.
That will. Oh!
Nope. Still very close. You have to imagine this will do it.
If I just keep saying that will, eventually I'll be right.
Yeah, I mean, you'll decrease your percentage correct, but you will eventually get to say that it was right.
I was pretty confident that second last one though was gonna do it, but great great start. And Incineroar just hits so hard that as soon as you can get even like a 50% lead, it's down by 13% lead just after one little combo.
They're both definitely very solid on their punish game. Incineroar hitting a couple of sequences here, but Ike able to maintain stage control and get a lot of punishment that way. He got clipped out of the neutral air. I thought for sure that the neutral air was going to catch him there. What a grab hitbox. There it is again. Not able to mash out that time. And Stinko Man takes the lead going into Game 3's final stock. It's a solid little bit of damage there. Oh man, that jump was a little bit desperate. I think Stinko Man baited that out a bit. Great neutral air. Great get off me tool that Incineroar has there. Alright. Harsh at a bit of a deficit, but still fighting for stage control here.
Oh, let's go shield too early.
Great patience from Harsh. Not falling for it and getting thrown. Shield's a little too long. Shield not typically going to help you that much against the strong options of Incineroar. You know, he might go for a neutral air or something, or a forward air, but his real follow-up is going to come from his grabs. It's also where many of his KO options lie. He dodges. He knew that he'd messed up swinging for it, but dodges too early. Stinko Man able to punish. Dash attack might do it. Not quite. Very close. Quick draws straight to level. Stinko Man has been respecting the option to go to center stage every time here, so Harsh has been able to get back for free in a lot of those cases. Gets the back throw. Tries to go off for the edge guard. Not finding it. Able to make it back to the level. Gets the up B. Big damage. Might have an opportunity to go for a KO setup at this point. Stays underneath, plays it safe, not trying to give up his position. Baits something out with the shield this time. Shield into jump. The dash attack misses! Wow, that was so close. The grab right there would have finished it. Being up in the air is really risky for him. As I say that, he jumps and gets dash attacked. I guess that was a commentator's blessing this time around. I was worried about how much he was jumping, because when you jump, you know, you're committing to that movement. You're going to be down on the ground at a much more predictable time. And if Incineroar is able to just kind of shark down around there and go for a grab as soon as you land, that could be it. They're able to just pull off a dash attack to win the set. But still a very strong showing from our Ike player. I imagine it's likely we see them again. For now, though, it will be only Stinko Man staying in this ring. And we're going to call back Studs Yellow Yoshi to test the Incineroar.
Now that's an interesting matchup. I think there's gonna... I mean, we saw a lot of eggs getting thrown, and I think that's gonna benefit them again this time. Because Incineroar is very slow. And by keeping the distance and tacking on damage, I think that could be very crucial to this next match. Oh, goodness.
All right, thanks, Waltz. I'll bump him up a little bit. Say things, eyes.
Say that again? What am I doing? Oh, am I too quiet?
Yeah, you're saying things so we can test the audio levels here.
Oh. Hello, gamers. Did someone say Fortnite Victory Royale?
We good there? All right, we got a yee. I'll take that yee to the bank.
Worth millions.
All right, here we go.
I have a
When-
question for you and for the chat, though, before we start.
All right.
Have you ever had Little Bites muffins?
Yes.
Tell me they're not the best. Like almost all, except for maybe Costco muffins. Costco muffins might have them beat.
Okay, so in terms of like cheap stuff I would get out of a vending machine, they're up there. It is one of the only sources of fruit that you will ever find in an American vending machine. That said, in comparison to something actually made in a bakery, there's no competition. I think the Little Bites get hung out to dry in that situation there.
See, I've never like had muffins from a bakery. I've only ever like had them from my coffee
Oh
shop
wow,
that I can remember.
you're missing out. Get like oh man, a chocolate chip muffin from someplace like a Panera or a Big Apple Bagels. I think that's probably a local chain, but oh man. All right, here we go. We got Studs versus we changed to the Golden Incineroar here,
Okay.
mixing things up a little bit. Lit himself on fire, maybe in more ways than one. I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
Studs is on fire at the moment though. Got a lot of percent.
Oh my!
Has him popped up in the air.
Eats him?
It's a tricky position to be stuck up in the air as the Incineroar. He just does not have the aerial mobility to contest the Yoshi. So the Yoshi going to be able to position underneath him to get the next hit. He wants to stay grounded here. And Yoshi having that projectile going to make that kind of difficult. Go for gold. Exactly. Oh my goodness, his shield is an M&M right now. Maybe a peanut M&M, but still small. And there's the combo into up air. Studs taking a solid 80% on that stock, so definitely still not out of the running for Stinko Man. But you love to get the early stock lead. Tack on a little bit of extra credit. Big down air comes through. Oh my goodness.
That 40% it just did?
Also, can we talk about how little sense it makes that Yoshi's down air sends you upward? He is standing above you, kicking down on you repeatedly, and then you'd fly up? Excuse me?
You know, he just... Yes. That is my reply. It does not make sense, but then again, you know.
The lariat, and Yoshi trades with it there. Losing the stock in the process. Great dash dance there from Stinko Man. Guess it's not really a dash dance, more of a foxtrot, but same concept anyway. Footsies.
Suplexed.
But you see there Yoshi's aerial mobility. He actually jumped up to the top platform to try and cover the high recovery. And Yoshi just drifted right by him. There's no chance to keep Yoshi caught out there. So he's going to be hard-pressed to stick this Yoshi in the corner and keep him there. Oh, the roll. I thought Studs had the right read there, but...
1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the percentage.
Too bad we
Number
can't get it
14.
56 on the other side. We'll never see
that
it
would've
again
been
this match.
56.7. That would have been outrageous. %. Studs in a great spot. Trading with his... Somehow, Incineroar's entire body would stop. Oh my.
Beautiful runoff forward air from Studs.
Can we
That
talk
will
about the fact
take
that Incineroar's entire body's momentum was stopped by Yoshi's tongue?
Yoshi has a powerful tongue, what can I say? If you're going to eat people with it, you better be able to move them with it, right?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? 1 for Yoshi.
Big ol' 1. Half of 1, really. That's not even his full power. I'm telling you, Studs is as cracked as he is jacked. I saw him at 7-Eleven the other day buying Monster and adult diapers. Oh my god.
No,
Oh my
read
God.
read the next part.
I'm not gonna do it. Just gonna leave it at that.
The next part's so good.
Rode Yoshi out the door.
Where does he park his Yoshi? In a parking spot, or does he like tie him to the front door like some people do with dogs?
Now the Yoshi will just stand there, you know? Unless you spook the Yoshi, he'll just sit in the place that you left him. He spin jumps off, he's fine.
3, 2, 1, go!
I like that's just his like beginning of battle thing is just, hey, hey, how are ya?
How's it going, buddy? A really solid start from Stinko Man so far, and then he gets down aired, almost up aired as well. But I like the plan here. He's trying to give himself a little bit more space to recover, so he's not getting locked out as hard. And he's also going to be able to keep Yoshi trapped in the corners a little better in this geometry here. He sits right
So
underneath
strong,
that. He
smart.
can go chase him. Yeah, big neutral air. Great intercept on the recovery. Oh, but he just gets dunked on.
Outrageous.
And we're right back to dead even.
The lead just dissipated. This Yoshi is terrifying.
There's a grab, down throw, no back air. Oh, and he gets jab locked. This is going to be huge damage. Stud's not able to take the stock off of that, but gets basically everything but. Trying to snipe him off the ledge with the egg. Great angle there, but not going to find it. Hits him with the lariat in the opposite direction he expected to, it looks like. There's the big suplex. Can he catch him? Nope, he's recovering low this time. A low recovery from Yoshi, probably going to make it pretty difficult. I love the mix-up there. If you don't know that Yoshi can hold down and down B down through the platform, you might expect that you're safe sitting under it. But clearly Stinko Man has seen that one before. The down air, or probably the back air actually going to finish that off. I didn't quite see. He gets roped to the bike rack. Almost gets him off the right-hand side. Not quite.
Great timing from Connor there.
Got a shield. Oh, almost. He went out there for it, and he's still got the combo going because Yoshi can just be anywhere he wants to be. Tries to eat him off the stage and gets punished hard with a down air off the top.
He just gets spiked off the stage, like down onto the stage and then up.
Yes. Stinko tell him, all right, calm down now, buddy. You can't go for that much yet. This is still a best of 5, so even if Studs is able to pull it out, Stinko Man still has at least one more shot. But he wants to give himself 2 more shots. That forward air coming through. Yoshi threatening off the stage. Oh, he gets grabbed. 75%, not quite KO percent yet, but getting close. That up smash was threatening, and the forward smash delivered on the threat. Studs takes game 2.
Do you think it's time for a character switch?
This strikes me as a player who specializes in Incineroar. I would not be surprised to see him ride or die by the cat. And several of these matches have been close, you know? It might just be a matter of him, you know, this is his best matchup that he can play it, and he just hasn't quite come out on top either time yet.
Yeah, I guess that happens.
All right, here we go. Putting it all on yellow and white and orange. And a little bit of black and a little bit of green.
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't think I've ever seen anyone play this map.
This is just Battlefield, but with the, what is it, Prism Tower skin, I believe? It's a Pokemon map.
Yeah, it's from the new Pokemon, I believe. At the top of the map. But still, I've never seen anyone actually play it.
Yeah, it seems a little bit visually distracting, to be honest. The
Yeah,
the
lots going on
parallax
in the
shifting around and all of those buildings.
Ooh. Ooh.
Lumiose.
Okay.
Big back throw. Trying to edge guard here, not going to find it. And the platform not ending up helping him there.
Mash attack. Good egg there. Oh, almost able to couple it with a little up there.
Gets the side B there.
Jumps the egg.
It's interesting. I feel like coming here to this stage, it's a slight difference in the way that he's approaching the matchup. On Kalos, you're basically trying to defend your recovery with those platforms, but here, this is more of a map for characters that like to juggle each other. This is more of a map for characters who want to get you stuck up on those platforms so you can't come back down. And it might be that Stinko Man's plan is to interfere with Yoshi's aerial mobility by putting those platforms in the way so that he has to land.
I could definitely see that coming into play because there was a lot of things that were started from the air, with the kicks. You know, kicks hit hard, 30% if they hit all of them.
Ooh, nice little foxtrot into the dash attack there. I like to see it. Stinko Man still on his first stock and doing a good bit of percent. Tries to go for the down air, actually just weak hits. Otherwise, that would have been it for Studs' second stock. But Yoshi headbutt, smacks him with that big schnoz of his, takes him down.
Connor looking so dominant in game 3 here.
Yeah, this is the strongest showing he's had in this set so far.
Maybe figuring things out.
Mm-hmm. We'll see to what extent it ends up being the stage that matters here, because Studs is going to get a counter pick on the next round if Stinko wins.
That's true.
That grab
Ooh.
might do it. Not quite.
150.
Almost certainly will now. Just runs up shields, going for that shield grab. Gets
That'll
it.
do it.
Not the shield grab necessarily, but a grab nonetheless. Great counter to get out of that. Gives himself the revenge that he can use as well. This is going to be a powerful throw if he does actually manage to land one.
He
Stun
gets to.
off if he gets to. Yeah, that's right. This looking like a
Because-
solid edge guard from Studs.
They're just putting it on now. Can they lose? Can they lose the revenge?
He already has, yeah.
Okay, I was about to say. I was like, that doesn't look like they have it. Wow, Studs just. Ooh, that was scary.
Oh, great grab, reading the roll, knowing that he has the range to go and chase it. Oh, Yoshi catches him on the way up, and that combos into the downward hitbox.
This was a great. That was a great. So far, it's a great stock for Studs, pulling it back pretty well.
Yeah, he seems like he's turned it on a little bit here. He's applying a lot more pressure. He's playing a lot safer, using a lot more eggs, but that might do it! It will. Stinko Man is not out of it yet. We are going to a game 4. Ever just schnoz somebody. Yeah, the schnoz. That big old grapefruit on the front of his face. Stinko Man making a comeback. Oh man, don't call it a comeback, but comeback?
Oh, well, he's getting 3 stock now. Jinxed it. Look what you've done.
Let's go Glicko Man, Sticko Man. My name is not Ricko Man. See if he has any Tricko Mans up his sleeve.
Oh my. Are you gonna keep going?
Considering it. It's a thought. Gonna switch their characters and stages up real quicko man. He's about to go into Stinko mode. The pick and roll. Here we go. Studs looking for that spot in grand finals. Stinko Man trying to pull it out to a game 5 and take that spot for himself. See who can do it. No major openings so far. Stinko Man able to get stage control here. Has to respect Studs' aerial control. Has him up on the platform. Oh, that down air though. Oh, combos into the up B for Incineroar, so not ending up in Studs' favor. Very even trades so far. That's a big juggle coming out from Studs, but Stinko Man able to recover to the left platform. Good patience from Stinko Man. Not falling for the down B trick this time. Oh, but Studs reading the spot dodge. Having a forward smash on deck to hit it. Studs doing a great job of getting him up in these juggle positions.
Ooh.
This is a great stage for it. There's no top platform, so if you're on a platform, you're accessible to someone below you. Stinko Man just needs to find a stiff breeze to push Studs off the level, but this jab reset combo might actually KO.
Oh, on the brink.
The false flash
they're
doesn't
getting back.
even
Wow.
matter. Studs taking a 2-stock lead. For the first time all set, Stinko knocks that back down to 1, but still. Massive swing for Studs right there. Gets countered out of it. Stinko Man on the ledge. Oh, Studs with a rare miss there on the grab. Lariat knocks him back off. Seems like he's kind of willing to just trade back a lot of damage if he's going to get Studs down. Let's see if that pays off for him. Oh, there's a grab. Bunch of damage on it. Not going to KO. No revenge built up. Tries to go for a back air. It's kind of swinging here. Studs is on top of him, and he doesn't have the way to disengage from that pressure. Recovers very low and gets dragged down by the down air, and that'll do it. Studs cleaning it up in game 4, taking it 3-1. No chance for a winner's bracket point for Studs. They have made their way into grand finals. Looks like from here on out, we are going to be able to follow one side of the bracket all the way through. Our next matchup is going to be loser's side top 8 between Dropped Spoon and the winner of Tin and Mob. Studs Yellow Yoshi on a roll. Yeah, Stinko giving him a little bit of trouble in that game 3 there. Looked a little bit promising. So, Stud's not invincible yet in this bracket, but definitely showing very strong fundamentals. You can see when he starts applying the pressure, when he starts feeling confident and putting those hitboxes out in obnoxious places, his opponent's defenses just tend to crumble. We got Dropped Spoon hype in the chat. You'll love to see it. Let's see here. I'm just checking how far along this match is.
They
All
just
right.
finished their first match.
It's been about 25 minutes since that one was called, so should be pretty close to finishing. Meantime, though, we are Bravest Esports. Our goal is to help improve, strengthen, increase the number of esports communities all over the place. One way that we do that is with a national championship. Winners of this event will go on to the national championship in December. So check us out then, cheer on your school. We also have the sub-series. Our next one is October 14th. That is a Smash tournament that we run for all of our Twitch subscribers. You got a Twitch Prime out there? Might want to drop it so that you get the opportunity to play with some people from all over the place. Maybe get access to some new play styles, some new people. It's always a good time. We love running those events. I am Jem, and I'm joined here by Eyes. And we are chilling and gaming. It's wonderful. You love to see it. Dropped the dragon. I don't know what that means. Is this some street names? Am I boomering it up, not knowing what the kids are talking about these days? I'm asking you as our resident Zoomer.
Oh,
But apparently you don't have the answers. So,
I have no idea.
all right.
This seems like a Smash meme. Or some other game meme.
Well, at least it means I'm not a square.
Well,
Well, hold on. Yeah, okay. I hear that in your voice. I have no idea what that means either. Fair enough. We feeling good on DK rap, or do we have it? Do we want to have a little bit of a jukebox hour right now? What are y'all thinking, chat? Drop some tunes. And we wait for Twitch delay. You will know our names from Xenoblade. There it is. We'll rock out to that one for just a minute. Meantime, Dropped Spoon, if you're out there, feel free to hop into the lobby. You are definitely up next. You are part of the only match that there will be in the tournament that is available to be played. It is going to be Mob. Mob has made it through. All right, so here we are. So this is an interesting part of the bracket because at this point, everybody that we see on stream, they are on stream until they lose. So for all we know, we're going to be watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 sets of just the same player. It is a possibility. Is it likely? Maybe not so much. Players who are further back, that means that they have lost earlier to some of the players from losers bracket or from winners bracket, but is always an option. You'd love to see a crazy losers bracket run like that. Hi there, I'm so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. Hello, I'd like to turn myself in for murder. Excuse me. PT versus Pac. Still thrilled anyway. Oh my goodness, he is so thrilled.
Really letting us know that they are very thrilled.
All right, PT versus Pac-Man. I am gonna trust that. But nobody uses default Pokemon Trainer. I'm gonna make the hard read that it's this Pokemon Trainer. And then Pac-Man, like... I mean, there are different, like, Pac-Man skins. But all of them are just this same yellow icon. Which, I mean, what more do you need? Ah, alright. I got the right gender of the Pokemon Trainer, not the right color. Here it is. Thanks for the intel, RAR, I'm assuming. RAR. And they both start off by charging their lasers, I mean their attacks. Whew, great jump over that grab from Mob. Tries to get something started, but Pac-Man is not budging. Some great item throwing setups from Spoon there. But Mob got him stuck in the air at the moment. Oh, he gets dunked by the Hydrant. Can he get the full-length recovery here? Oh, Flare Blitz puts him under the level. Pokemon Trainer's recovery is absolutely insane, but it is not infinite, and it is not perfect.
Ooh.
Big forward smash, oh my goodness. Threw that turtle shell harder than any Mario Kart driver ever has. Oh. And threw himself off the level. So Spoon with a full stock lead. Tag is just R. Alright. Oh, the big stun with the pineapple, but Spoon a little bit too slow on the confirm. Not able to get any extra damage combo into it. I like the option to grab the projectile there. Deny the opponent the right to control it. Especially if your character has a good item throw. If they have a slow one, it might not be worth it necessarily. You might just want to avoid it, but when you're able to use it against them, it can actually be pretty nice. I'm trying to chase him down with this Ivysaur. Interesting diversion from Ivysaur's typical zoning playstyle. Oof. And the Hydrant comes through. Mob just goes for it with the Flare Blitz, and Spoon not ready for it. You are in restricted airspace, sir. Yeah, if there's any character to make that comeback, it's going to have to be the Charizard for the heavy weight, but you get stunned up and hit with a smash attack. That comeback is dead before it starts. So game 1 going to drop Spoon, which puts Mob on 2 consecutive tournament points. Going to Final Destination instead. Interesting choice. Seems to me like this would favor the Pac-Man, because he can deny the running approach with the hydrant, as well as with whatever projectile he happens to be holding. You'd think you'd want more mobility options to be able to track him down with those platforms. But we'll see what Mob has in mind for it. Big smash attack. Whiffs. Oh, the hydrant catching him out there. Tries to push him off a little bit more with the water and misses by just a little bit, but I like the idea. Just runs at him with his shell. Switching to Ivysaur for the mid% here. Maybe hoping for some confirms here. Keeps getting hit by that pineapple. You really got to watch out for that. Because that will just set up into a KO option at this point. Opting to stick to the Squirtle. I actually like the idea, because I think he really wants some added mobility right now to be able to track Pac-Man down. Oh no, he rolls straight into the pineapple. Actually lucky that Spoon missed the confirm. That was a great read in Spoon's part to get it set up at any rate. There's the pineapple again. Oh my goodness, that setup is so slick. He throws it backwards, but gets pushed by the fire hydrant so that it connects. Mob sneaking his way into a stock advantage here. Dodges the pineapple and then just flare blitzes at his face. Pac-Man actually stuck between his fire hydrant and the fire. Does finally finish off the stock. Not too big of a deficit anymore. Mob gonna try and play out most of this with Squirtle. Oof. Trade's mostly going in Spoon's favor here. Oh no. Okay, usually this means that it's kicking us out so that the tick rate can be maintained. I think the players will still be able to play. Yes, there we go. Eyes, do you have eyes on it?
I do.
All right.
Let me,
Yeah, stream that to me real quick, and we'll see if we can get a discount stream over Discord here.
It really, the 30 frames at most that it gets. Oh, he grabbed it out of the air. Okay. What is in their hand?
Okay, that's a little off center, so that's annoying. Huh?
Spoon gonna need to find this this second stock quickly, or before they take up too much damage here.
Okay.
Oh, flare blitz straight into the side and taking an extra 10 or 15% damage there. And oh, somehow still on after that back throw. Oh, and misses after getting the stun
And the flare blitz? Oh, not quite off the top.
200%.
Yeah, that's massive. That will always cause a huge swing in stock and percent. He's still alive? Are you kidding me?
Alright, check his switch. He's cheating.
Man's got a fire hydrant dropped on him at 200%.
He just ate it. He was like, yep.
I don't care that you're a dragon. That's not fair. He's not even a dragon. He's a fire flying type. Can you believe that malarkey?
Ooh. Oh, spiked down into stage
Oh.
1 at 48.
He thought he had the follow-up off of the down air.
Nice little combo. Surely Spoon can't pull it all the way back here. Surely not.
And
At
Mob does it. Forcing a game 3 here. All right. So let's switch it back over. See if we can't keep the camera on where it's supposed to be. Spoon stepping out for a minute. We'll see if he's interested in potentially switching character. Or did know him for his Pac-Man. And Mob swapping out as well. Possibly just to get the character, but we'll have to see. Alright, it is the PT and the Pac-Man once more. Once more into the breach, my friends. Okay, here it is. Going to Town and City. So Town and City are going to give more platforms to work with, but they're not platforms you can actually rely on because they do shift around pretty consistently. So we might be able to follow up like Spoon just did off of that platform, and maybe that's the sort of trickery that he's looking for by counterpicking here. But you're never really going to be sure that you have that option, because it could just skirt out from under you. Ooh. That was on my end, I believe. Okay, good. We're back at least on Discord. I think it was only my TV that went out. Alright. There we go. Yeah, sometimes the power company just decides it wants to be a little inconsistent. Fortunately, it does not appear to have disrupted this.
It's like, you know what? This outlet doesn't need power anymore.
Or with the hard read that he was going to stick Pac-Man. Does have the pineapple. Gotta watch out for that. He's been getting a lot of follow-up off of that on Mob trying to approach him. Flare Blitz will get him most of the way across the stage, but if Spoon follows it up, good reaction on that. Flare Blitz is into the wall instead of grabbing ledge. 160-something%, 170% on the Charizard, but the Charizard is the one that takes first stock here. Whew! Mob getting away with a lot here. And the apple. Just beans him in the forehead with an apple, and that is how you take down a dragon, apparently. Legendary sword, who needs it? Great parry, but doesn't quite manage to hit the aerial afterward. Mob gets a grab, follows up into an up B. Nice little chunk of damage there. Able to switch out into the Ivysaur in the meantime. Tries to go for the dunk. Not finding it. Whew. I like how he used the back air not only to zone him, but also to catch the projectile. Gave himself another option for follow-up afterward. Using those Razor Leafs, trying to get in, but Pac-Man just a little bit further projectile range. So nothing doing. Trying to stun him at ledge, not finding it, and the grab will probably put him off stage. Sprays him off once. Doesn't get it the second time. Not able to contest with the up B there.
What? Just what happened? What? You throw a projectile that then hit the fire hydrant and then hit them both?
Sounds about right.
Ooh.
Forward smash with the hydrant. Often a good idea to use that against Pac-Man. Sometimes a player will get into a rut of thinking of that hydrant as their safety zone, you know, their barrier that they put up there, so it's them who control it, but not always the case. Can be good counterplay to just smack it right back at him. The Charizard drops down. He's out to try and just take this stock immediately. He wants a Flare Blitz, he wants a back air, and he got his back air. Back to the Squirtle to try and play the neutral game. Dodge around the projectiles. This is dead even going into last stock game 3. Great neutral air. Trying to play it safe. Almost gets a smash attack out of that. Still dead even. Oh, that's a great follow-up. Not going to get the up B off of that, but, you know, he was thinking about it. He's still alive. He's got the recovery options, and I think that was a little bit scary for Mob to go out after. Does manage to get himself back to the stage, but Spoon with control now.
Yeah, almost got spiked by the hydrant. Not far off.
And an up smash out of shield will do it for Mob. Mob playing from behind the whole set. Losing game 1 in pretty convincing fashion. Able to bring it back in game 2. And in a clencher on the last one, is able to take home the W. That'll advance Mob into the top 6. Playing against Harsh, who we did see earlier on the Ike. This will be our losers quarterfinals match between Harsh and Mob. Winner goes on to play Doom's Dave. Winner of that goes on to play Stinko Man in losers finals. And the winner of that will take on the Yoshi. It has run rampant through this bracket so far.
Very, very much so.
So the gauntlet has begun. Mob is our first member to attempt it. Anybody who's on stream here, they're in it until they lose. Quick shout out that we would like to make to a campus organization that is doing some fantastic work at UT Austin. Your campus events and entertainment recreation, or REC, is where they turn hobbies into events. Recreation plans a diverse array of programs and events throughout the year to bring students together through active participation, shared interests, nostalgia, and play. And that play one, that is definitely where we're at right now. Those events include, but are not limited to, trivia nights, video game tournaments, crafting sessions, the end of the semester chill fest. If you liked this event, you have a couple of other options coming up. On October 9th is a Valorant tournament. That's going to be hype. We've been starting to play Valorant on stream at Bravus, and so I'm very curious to see how people who are actually good at the game will play it. On October 22nd, there will be a Harry Potter trivia night. If you're interested in planning events, check out E&E's Facebook and Instagram, which is UT Recreation, no spaces there. E&E's Campus Events and Entertainment. It's the premier student programming organization on campus. A whole bunch of different committees, and each one has their own focus and curates events around that focus. It's free to join. You don't have any dues or applications you have to make. All you've got to do is have a passion for something and show up to the meetings. They have a bunch of events annually, 120 every year, with a calendar of film screenings, invited speakers, cultural events, 40 Acres Fest, Texas Review, and more. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on your campus that you should totally go and check out. It's going to be a lot of fun there. So, still waiting for Harsh. There they are. Perfect. So we've now seen all of the characters that these folks are going to be playing here. We're expecting the Ike to come out from Harsh. So Ike, will be interesting to see how Mob is able to play, especially the Squirtle phase of his game here. Squirtle, a much faster character, and sometimes able to use the shell for armor, so might find a way to poke in and around Ike's defensive wall here. But Harsh has proven pretty adept defensively, not going to overcommit much of the time. So that might be an option for Mob to try and worm his way in, find his openings, get his damage. Might also opt to lean heavily on the Ivysaur, try and zone him out, as Ike has no projectiles and will have to fight through that wall. Have to think of the characters. Charizard might actually have some trouble here. Ike with a very long sword, Charizard being a very large target. And also, if he tries to recover using something like a Flare Blitz, if an Ike tries to counter that, that could be disastrous.
But I'd love to see.
Oh yes, that would be explosive. It would be very fun to watch. Unless you are Mob.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Losers quarterfinals. Still best of 3. We will be in best of 3 until we hit losers finals. Harsh already charging the neutral B, and he just goes for it. Oh my goodness, he just sat there and did it. Did Mob not see? Did not have the options? Harsh taunts afterward.
Said, you see what I'm doing? Challenge it.
It is a massive hitbox, and it can catch people off guard sometimes. But man, what a way to start off the match. It's got to be a huge confidence boost for Harsh. And Mob's got to be thinking, oh my goodness, what am I doing?
You know, an interesting mechanic of that Pokemon switch is it actually stalls out the fall,
Mm-hmm.
which seems to play a part there.
Yeah, does also happen to give you the recovery options of the Pokemon you switch to. So your full recovery is going to go from one Pokemon to another using all of their options until it's exhausted. So for example, you might switch to Charizard for the second double jump after you've already used, say, the up B from Ivysaur, which isn't going to put you into Special Fall yet. And there it is off the top from Harsh. Very close up to this point. Despite the very early stock that Harsh is able to take with that charged neutral B. Oh, and that'll do it.
Ooh.
Fantastic play from the Squirtle here. Harsh taking a big chunk of damage on his way back.
Ooh.
But Mob, let's see what he can return here. 41%, you like to see it. Basically even, slight advantage Ike just because he's heavier.
For now.
For now. Crab will be off stage. This is scary. You don't want to get down aired by the Ivysaur here. That is a dunk. Gets in for the grab a little bit predictably. Allows Harsh back, but gets a throw now. Oh, the quick draw misses the ledge. Oh, no. That's rough. And Mob, despite the very early stock from Harsh, able to turn it around and win. You hate to see the recovery error. That's never the way that you want to win the set, but you take them however you can get them. Man, they're always swapping sides on me. They're dash dancing. Here we go. Very safe play from the beginning. Mob gets in. Harsh responds with a jab combo. Ooh. Almost gets in with that neutral air, but the forward air might have been a mistake. Might have been a mistiming. Still even. Just trading hits. Great follow-up into back air from Harsh. Goes for it again and Mob air dodging through this time. I think
Far off.
the air dodge is really a risky option because it doesn't stay intangible for long and Harsh can just charge around it. Harsh going to be swinging for something like an up air at this point to try and finish the stock off. Gets a forward air off stage. Gets the counter on the Flare Blitz. Exactly what we had just talked about earlier. Yeah, if Charizard's in that position, his recovery is linear, and it does have a hitbox, so it can be countered. And man, is that a brutal counter to take, because Flare Blitz is a KO move by itself, let alone the multiplier on the damage and knockback that the counter will put through. Forward smash, right idea from Harsh, just swings a little early on it. Trying to two-frame maybe with the down tilt there. Goes all the way off stage and catches him with the up B. Brilliant use of that up B to interrupt the Vine Whip.
I've seen that a lot from Harsh, but not very many connections.
Just gets crabbed out of the start of his up B. That's a way to do it. Mob, knowing he's going to fade back to ledge, just keeps putting the pressure on. Tries to get them with the Flame Breath, but low recovery will beat that. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Big forward smash. Harsh? Is Harsh about to 3-stock him now? He tried to get the dunk on him there. Oh, that will do it. Harsh
Wow.
3-stocks him in Game 2 after dropping Game 1. Trying to make a statement. Trying to say that was a fluke.
The reply.
Man, is every set we see on stream now gonna be a Game 3? They have all been tight so far since we came from winners finals. Both stepping out of the ring for a second. Does not look like they have opted to change their characters, though. Going to Lilat. Okay. So, this being the Pokemon trainer counter pick here. That's an interesting call. Ike is a sword character, going to have an easier time juggling, and this is possibly the best juggling stage in the game. But Squirtle going to be able to run around on the bottom side and use that ground movement really well. So maybe he's trying to prevent Ike from full hopping. Maybe that's his plan. Even so, you know, that situation there where Harsh is sharking underneath him with the up airs, that's something that I would be concerned about. So Ike can kind of just keep throwing those hitboxes out at will. And Mob needs to respect them. Great intercept of the roll there with the forward air. Harsh gets in with the nair, trying to get the up air. Not finding it. The forward tilt doesn't come out either. Squirtle a little too slippery for that. Great job once again with the water jet into the forward smash. Ike able to follow right back up with a combo off the top. Ooh, but the Charizard, they trade a little bit. No big advantage one way or the other. Harsh again knocking him up into the air, trying to get a juggle going. But it seems like he's swinging a little bit preemptively here and there, letting Mob get through. Oh, I like that fadeaway neutral air. And with just the tip of it, pops him up into the air. Ooh, that's a really strong zoning position from Mob right there. Using the stage's tilt, or the stage's angling, rather, to his advantage.
This has been such an even game 3.
Mm-hmm. Goes all the way off stage, picks him up, but he actually DIs it further left, so he doesn't get hit by the second hit of it. Mob worried that he was going to fall off stage, so he up Bs. Doesn't get punished too hard for it, honestly. Like, he made it back from that, so I think it was worth, considering he didn't know. Grabs him out of the up B and throws him, and that will be the stock. Mob going into the deciding stock of the deciding game with the advantage here. But how much of an advantage is the question? It's going to be a
good one.
decent one. That up air will do it. Mob trying to come down with the pressure right away. Throwing out hitboxes left and right. Harsh gets a grab. Pops him up. There's another grab into up air. Back air is spaced by Mob. Harsh gets him airborne. Just going for that up air juggle. This is really dangerous. That's a lot of percent that he can put on. He catches him out of it with the flare blitz. Wow.
What a read. A hard call that they were going to flare blitz there.
An amazing spacing, too. Rather than jumping for it like he had been with, say, a neutral air, the forward smash keeps Ike out of range. So that wasn't even a trade or anything. That wasn't a clank. It's not that his move beat the flare blitz. It's that the flare blitz didn't hit him. So Harsh taking it back 2-1 and advancing into losers semifinals versus Doomsday. So last we saw Doomsday started off as a Donkey Kong and then switched to the Byleth. This was up in winners semifinals, I believe. Yes, semifinals versus Studs. The Donkey Kong was having some trouble finding his way in on the Yoshi, but then when he switched to the Byleth, he had some pretty precise positional control. He was able to zone the Yoshi out quite a bit more, and it was a very close set. But Studs did, of course, end up taking that and moved their way on into grand finals. Doomsday has been sitting and waiting for a good long time at this point. So we'll see if there's a little bit of a warm-up he's going to need to have at the beginning of this. Harsh, of course, now having played a set, so probably going to be a little bit better on that front. There is Dave. Dave O' the Doom. So shoutouts to Mob, placing a pretty solid 5th place and contesting pretty heavily for 4th at least. But now the storyline becomes Harsh versus Doomsday. Winner goes on to play Stinko Man in Losers Finals. Winner of that gets a crack at Studs in Grands. There we go. Dave opting for Crom, a character we haven't seen yet out of them. This is going to be a battle of mobility versus strength. Crom, considered the higher tier character generally. A very fast sword user, has combos into some KO confirms that are very nice to have. But Ike going to have slightly longer range and a bit more power. So it'll be a question of how well Harsh is able to keep Crom off him and continue doing his damage. Because while Crom does have the tools to win neutral, Ike does more damage when he does win neutral. So it does put the pressure on the Crom to actually take advantage of that. And Harsh, doing pretty hot so far. Just had a lot more damage output. He's winning neutral more often.
Dash attack.
Oh, I
42%.
love the quick draw tech. That's so slick. Baiting out Crom to go after him on one side of the map and then zipping over to the other. Big up B out of shield. And the back air, not quite KOing. Dave trying... Oh, he tried to counter it and it just went over his head. But that is something that's really both characters have to watch out for, getting the recoveries countered. So both characters can do it, and both characters have one that is very conducive to it happening to them. Doomsday able to take that first stock now. Not a huge deficit, especially if he can pull together a nice string here. Trying to challenge a little bit too carelessly from the air here. Ike will have the bigger disjoint in that position. To grab, what can he follow up with? Another one. Great job. Great job getting advantage there. Again tries to counter the quick draw, and again the quick draw is high. Yeah, Dave coming in with some of these forward airs, falling from above. They haven't had a high success rate yet. We'll see if Harsh can continue to punish them.
Wait,
Ooh.
did they not get the counter?
it whiffed because Dave was above his head by the time that it came out.
Oh, interesting.
Does come out quickly, but it's not instant. Going in for the back air, not finding it. Harsh just going to play safely on the ledge. He's very good at doing that, at using the fade back up B to ledge to keep himself safe, keep himself from overcommitting. But the back air will find him, and now Dave has drawn it basically even. Especially once that combo goes off. Harsh clips him with a down tilt, but oh, not able to make the up tilt land, and now he's off stage.
Oh,
Third time that he's gone over the counter. You have to imagine that Dave is got to be noticing that by now. Worked for him last time, but he didn't commit to it. Ooh. Dave just applying this pressure. He's not going to go in too hard on the up B there. Harsh just jumping all the way over him to center stage. But Dave able to pick it up with an air. Oh, that was close from Harsh. He's always looking for that nair into back air combo, because that back air hits like a truck. Dash attack will almost do it off the top.
Wow.
Not quite the best DI, probably.
Both players so low. Or high.
That is the fourth time that that's missed, but the forward tilt will do it from Dave. So Dave able to clutch it out with a 1-0 victory so far. Harsh has to win the next two to stay in this tournament. Worth noting that Harsh was in the lead for that entire game up until the last stock. Had a great first stock, won a lot of those trades, but Dave just kind of chipped away at it as time went on. Nothing extra spectacular, just winning neutral a few more times, catching on to some of the approach patterns. Straight to Pokemon Stadium. Up B catches Harsh through the platform. This is a powerful position for Chrom. Even after getting hit, he's still able to keep this pressure going. Oh man, this is a massive juggle. 81% on this. Harsh able to break out of it with a nair, but whiffs and gets punished again. The counter for Dave on the recovery still has yet to succeed. Curious to see if he'll start attempting to play it differently. Nair into up tilt. Harsh swinging with the up airs. Might have been better to shark there and try and react a little bit more. Just because it seems like a big swing like that, you know, it's coming out and then Dave's able to punish it on the way down. Harsh once again keeping himself safe on the ledge. His recovery has been phenomenal so far, and he's been able to get to the ledge there. And that counter will find its mark. Harsh taking the stock after Dave with a great initial opening. We are now just even 0-0, and Harsh taking advantage of ledge invincibility very well there. Or respawn invincibility, I should say. Nair into back air. Going for the dash attack, though, was definitely not guaranteed at that point. Dave able to work his way out, get his side B. Oh, but he turns around by mistake. Counter not going to find its mark, but again, not going to be punished, so it's perfectly safe in that position. Oh my goodness. Dave mashed that air dodge button and got out of there by frames. Great parry. Throws him, still no follow-up. Harsh with the slight advantage here, but dash attacks into his shield. We'll see how Dave can punish off of the shield grab. Oh, he almost got the back air out. That would have knocked him back off. Goes in for the counter, doesn't find it. But now he's shown his hand to Harsh. Harsh knows he's going to try and counter that up B if he tries to stall with it too much. So we'll see how Harsh responds going forward. Dave gets the first stock here. Oh, clipped his toe. I don't know about that hitbox and hurtbox combination on Ike, but with Marth in Melee, you could hit his big toe on his front foot while he was countering, and it wouldn't activate the counter. I'm wondering if the same thing happens here in that hitbox there. Harsh able to get his counter in, though. Only taking 10%. This is dead even. Harsh needs the win to stay in. Dave trying to close it out right here, right now. So far, still very even. Dave with the positional advantage. Misses the counter. Great sweet spot from Harsh there. Moves his way back to ledge. Harsh swings with a forward tilt and gets grabbed out of it. It really seemed to be more on the counter hits that Harsh is getting his openings than on the actual neutral exchanges. He has to quick draw pretty far here. Gets straight to ledge. Great spacing. We saw him miss that earlier against, I believe, Mob. So, good to see that he cleaned it up. Does just standard get up into up B? A great mix-up there after having done something different the entire game. Back air almost catching him. Oh, that up air would have killed him. It's the nair into up air, and that will do it for Harsh. Harsh is still in this tournament. We're going to a game 3 again.
So they reverse where Dave was winning the entire game and then Harsh wins this time.
That's true. Both games, it has been a third stock comeback. Waiting for a minute here. They're both sitting in the ring, possibly talking about their stage strikes or something. There they jump out. Alright, sticking to the Crom, sticking to the Ike. Probably sticking to the Pokemon Stadium. I believe they went there both games. Oh, going to Battlefield, actually. So this will be Dave's counter pick. Gives him a good amount of room to run, but also Crom going to be able to take better advantage of those platforms. Maybe trying to set up some juggle situations where Ike has trouble getting down. Like right there, Ike could have come down with a neutral air normally under other circumstances, but there he was forced to land on the platform before he did anything. So that might be the play here from Crom. Fantastic spacing there from Crom. Whew. He's able to just make his way back down, being the faster character. Gets a grab. Follows it up with a side B. Good damage and got him off stage. Harsh comes in a little bit too quickly, and Dave able to punish. Harsh now is center stage again. Gets a nair, gets a forward air. Good start for Harsh. Follows it up, but a little bit slow on the execution on grabbing that roll. Doesn't get the strong hit of the last part of that up B, but is able to finish it off with the forward tilt there. So Harsh at the deficit to start with. Oh no, he gets dragged down by the Crom up B. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Now Dave at
really
a
hate to see
3
it.
stock to 1 lead. Off of basically a fresh stock from Harsh. Ooh. That is good damage from Dave. Combos him across the stage, gets him off. 60%, you know, even if Dave goes down right here, already worth it. The counter doesn't end up working, just Dave spacing his up B too well on the ledge. Up tilt almost KOs. Dash attack might. No, not quite. Counter again, and this counter will find its mark. Harsh is fighting back. Able to armor through with the up B. Some good damage. I like Harsh's spacing around his shield there. Good use of the full hop. Keep himself safe. Oh, that dash attack gets punished. Quick draws the ledge. The up B does catch. Dave probably looking to try and get this one finished pretty soon. You really don't want to let a lead like this get taken back. Let Harsh go to last stock here. Great nair. Up air almost catches him. The air dodge was really good from Dave. That will do it, though. Doom's Dave taking it 2-1. Very close set against Harsh. We'll be advancing to play against Stinko Man in the losers final. Well, we have some movement around. Haha, that was harsh. Wait, hold on. Ha, 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 ha. Excuse me. Anyway, while we have some movement around, want to do a quick couple of shoutouts. First of all, y'all have a Smash Discord, Longhorn Smash. If you're looking for other people that are nearby, that are going to be your locals, to play maybe online, that would be a phenomenal place to meet them, since we don't have the benefit of being able to safely go to locals as much anymore. So go find all of your fellow Smashers there. On top of that, we need to give a huge shout out to Campus Events and Entertainment. So REC, or E&E, that is an organization on campus. They turn hobbies into events. They're bringing a whole bunch of different programs and events to you guys. Those include trivia nights, video game tournaments, crafting sessions, the Chill Fest at the end of the semester. Gotta have a little bit of chill at the end of a semester. It's always a stressful time. If you like this event, we have on October 9th a Valorant tournament coming up. I'm excited to see that, to see some higher level Valorant than I was able to show on stream today. It was my second time playing, and I was bad. October 22nd, there's going to be a Harry Potter trivia night. So go and show your knowledge of wizardry and witchcraft. And if you're interested in planning events, check out their Facebook page or their Instagram, which the Instagram is UT Recreation. Whole bunch of different committees dedicated to different kinds of activities. Completely free to join. Have a whole bunch of different times that you can go out and see them. 120 events annually. Bunch of film screenings, invited speakers, cultural events. They have the 40 Acres Fest, Texas Review, whole bunch of other stuff. Go check them out. So here we are, top 3 of the tournament. It is Stinko Man, Doomsdave, and Studs with the yellow Yoshi. The man of the Yosh.
At this point, the loser will get third place.
Loser gets the bronze. Winner gets the opportunity to jump up out of the loser's bracket and try and give Studs what for.
And not only will they get the bronze, they will also get a, if I'm not mistaken, $20 gift card. Yes, they will.
There is money on the line. Here goes. We got Stinko Man once again changing up the color of the Incineroar. Showing off all of those fur colors. Big opening from Doomsdave, but Stinko Man trying to fight back. Commentator's Curse gets forward smashed in the face. Great up air strings coming out of Doomsdave here. And we see Stinko Man trying to counter those and get some revenge off of it, but he hasn't actually managed to win neutral to take advantage of that. Oh no, Doomsdave giving away a freebie, catching himself underneath the stage. We'll see if that's the momentum swing that Stinko Man needs here. Able to nair out of the pressure, tries to go for a preemptive counter, doesn't find it. Up B's over to the other side of the stage, still stuck on a platform though. This is where Crom likes to have you, directly above him. Those up airs going to come out fast and a hit for a lot of damage. Gets the grab, knocks him off the stage. Let's see if he can counter this. Yes, he can. Doing it again. Just going to keep on going until Dave can find a way around it. Does finally found it, but after charging up that much, that throw is going to send him to Venus. Neutral air comes through. Dave just sitting on the side here. Maybe trying to make Stinko Man commit to something. You'll love a good spin move. Ooh. Back air coming through from Doomsdave. Solid KO tool from Crom. His neutral air pops him up on the platform, but Stinko Man not able to follow, owing to the run speed of Incineroar being relatively low. Side B comes through. Stuck on the ledge here, able to recover. Goes for it back here to intercept, but Doomsdave just a little bit too far away. They're out of shield. They're just trading little hits here and there. Dave gets him off with the side B, but charges a forward smash, lets him right back on. The down air going to hit. A couple of these command grabs have gone a little bit astray, but you have to think at this percent, one of those does come through for Stinko Man. It's going to be a big deal. Oh my goodness. Whoa. What a timing read. I was here thinking that Crom was going to just edge closer and closer to the ledge until the forward air actually clipped him off the side.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Gets the jab, not going to combo into back air. Whew, goes for the grab, and that might actually do it. The side B punish. Oh. Not quite. He's still alive. He air dodges through, so no counter will apply here.
Oh my.
And gets the command grab. Great presence of mind from Stinko Man. Not to just swing wildly at the ledge, but to take his time and find a good opening. Doomsdave starting out with a really powerful start, but Stinko Man able to claw his way back. Going right back into it. Both players sticking to their characters. Both very close. Seems like they don't see any reason to switch here. Dave getting a good start there, but ooh, gets some counter there, so that might play back into Stinko Man's favor. Ooh. Misses it on the grab and loses the counter, the revenge. Up air to back air. Still juggling. Dave goes all the way out there. Not punished for it. Able to get on with a forward air off the ledge hop. Goes for jab into back air. A bread and butter of Kroms for getting stocks off of basically nothing. Maybe a 3-frame move, I think it is. The nerds can correct me. Oof, yeah, that was a little too low. I was spotting it like, I don't think he can make it back up, and he couldn't. Stinko Man with the early stock lead. No percentage yet. As soon as I say it.
Commentator's curse.
Imperator just yelling, "Get him!" I don't even know who's getting whom. Crom with the back air finishes off the stock.
It seems like they could have survived that.
Ooh, the jab comes through. Dave doing an excellent job of keeping the Incineroar stuck when he has him in a position he wants him in. Stinko Man really having to fight to get himself back on stage. Oh no, another recovery error. Oh no. That's not the way you like to see something go. Oh man. Now if that recovery error were to cost him, it wouldn't completely be over. We are sitting here in Losers Finals. Losers Finals. So this is a best of 5. Gets dash attacked. The counter not actually going to hit him the way that he wanted it to. I like the positioning on the up B from Dave. Ends up rolling onto stage, and Stinko Man has been showing all day that he has a solid read on when people are going to do that. He has a punish planned. But you have to wonder if that might have gone differently if Dave hadn't made the recovery mistake early. It definitely felt like a game that Dave lost, not necessarily a game that Stinko Man won. Oh my goodness. Imperator is passionate. You'll love to see it. We got a big Stinko fan man in there. Dave looking pretty strong. Oh, and a massive counter on the up B will clean the stock up. That was a great sequence from Dave, keeping him off the stage the entire way.
Yeah, one thing about the recovery is it's very, very predictable and easy to read.
Nice counter there coming out of Incineroar, and that's going to hit.
For 50?
Happens.
Oh, twice? 3 times?
And the
Was that
timing
third?
mix-up will make it so that Dave can get up. But man, a grab here would be huge. Or
Doesn't even need it.
he could just do that.
If they still, do they lose revenge if their opponent loses a stock?
That is not a mechanic I'm sure about. I believe he did just hit him with an up air. So that might be the case. It would make sense, you know, canonically, if revenge reset on the next
Yeah.
Pokemon, because, like, you know, it's the next one
So
you
the
throw
next
in.
one.
You lose
Yeah.
revenge after you land a hit, is the case.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Or take 30%. Or get grabbed. Goes for the grab, but Dave not biting, Dave not jumping at him. Stinkerman a little bit behind on this one. Dave looking stronger than he has so far. And, oh my god, when will the commentator's curses end?
You have been on top of them.
Yeah, this is a
The
2v1
opposite of
at this
whatever you
point.
say.
We're playing doubles, and I'm apparently Stinkoman's team's partner. Oh, I like the pressure, but not able to keep it up as the shield grab comes through. Pretty much even at this point. The jab into the run forward smash.
118 seems really low for Incineroar.
Beautiful execution from Dave. Takes one back, is not out of this tournament yet. Will have to win the next 2 straight. But he's shown that he can do it once.
If you can do it once, you can do it 2 more straight. I mean, that's just how it is, right?
If you can do 1 in a row, you can do a billion in a row, right? Right.
In theory, if you can do it once, you can do it again. That's the thought process. That's how you always succeed. As long as you can do something once, you can do it again.
3, 2, 1, go!
So that one time I got a royal flush in poker, all I gotta do is do it again. I'll never lose. So, Stinko Man here opting to bring him to Final Destination. Doesn't want any platforms in the way, just wants it to stay mostly grounded.
Ooh.
One thing that might be a concern is if he does end up in a juggle position, he won't have platforms to land on and to get him out of it. But that could mean it's just easier for him to get down to the ground.
Yeah,
He's
it's
Fairly
either or
heavy
kinda thing.
character, so it's not the easiest thing to keep him stuck up there. He'll kind of just take the hit and fall.
oh, red.
Yeah, great call on the ledge hop there. Back here at the ledge will do it dead even. And Dave doing a fantastic job playing around the respawn invincibility. Running it out before Stinko Man can get anything done. He's fine.
Oh, I thought for a sec.
There's the dash attack. And there, goes for the dash attack again. Basically even.
Very much so now.
Oh, baits him in, gets the command grab, and that will actually take the stock off the right-hand side. Stinko Man putting him on tournament stock. There's the
80%
suplex.
was not too bad for Incineroar here.
It's slapped off with a forward air, but Dave gonna need to find a little bit more. Whew. The parry coming out into the forward smash. Very clutch defensive play from Doomsday there.
I think they're about to get the shield break if they hadn't pulled that off. because that shield was looking mighty small.
It might even have been that he dropped the shield just so that that didn't happen.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
David-
It was had to.
I want to point out, Dave has been great at getting the timing mix up on the up B so that the counter doesn't actually push him back off again. There was a string early on. Oh,
Do it.
and that trick was definitely helping him. But Stinko Man ends up finding the back air to take the third stock, to take the third game, and advance to grand finals. Strong showing from Doomsday. Some very fun games to watch. We bid him adieu with the bronze medal. So we're going to get a repeat of winners finals. Studs versus Stinko Man. So we can almost treat it exactly like it is a best of 3 in sets. Studs won the first set. If he wins this set, that's the best of 3. If he doesn't, then it will go to a third set.
Yes, and if you go to University of Texas at Austin, and you had a good time, and would like to give your opinion on the event and things of that nature, if you follow this link, it'll bring you to a survey to fill out. It helps people that brought this to you to find out how you liked it, any questions or critiques you had, and if you'd like to have more.
Yeah, if you'd like to have more events like this one, definitely fill that one out. The feedback on their end is always valuable. Always nice to have that connection between your, local student-run esports organization and the people at the campus who have, the money, the budget, the resources to help you build that into something bigger. So
Yeah, because we've seen it time and time again. Schools with, very, very big esports clubs, and the people that are booking events and things just have no connection to them, don't anything with them. And so, it's a pretty big deal when you have them, trying to get your opinion on things and trying to connect with you guys, because a lot of schools don't have that.
Mm-hmm. Got a whole bunch of your faculty actually in here checking things out as well. So big shout outs to them for being willing to give their time and effort to it. Because we love running this programming. When we were all students, we loved programming like this. And the fact that they're getting invested in it as your faculty, it's always nice to see. So give them a quick shout out, humor them. I know filling out forms isn't necessarily the most fun part of the night, but it is definitely helpful in making the fun continue.
To be fair, most of it looked like it was multiple choice, so they at least did you a favor there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're not asking for essay questions.
Was it a big smile or a
This
big frowny face?
Isn't your English professor?
Yeah. We're going to need a 3,427, no more, no less word essay on how you felt about this event.
Yeah, nothing like that.
And periods don't count, so you have to go in and count how many there were. and
Okay,
subtract
okay,
the
we're
word count.
we're going a little far with this one here. I as an English teacher, am getting incensed.
I feel attacked. I got mashed on by Dude's Dave. 0 out of 10 event. did not have fun. Ego is crushed.
Harkens back to to Nunn's assessment of, I think it was the Big House. I'm getting wobbled in my favorite game. What do I do?
Help.
And as Roy holds forward all game. Sometimes all you gotta do is his hold W, you know?
Hold that W key and fly.
Press
brother.
forward on the stick. Advance.
And if you're on the old Nintendo, hold to the right because it's a two-dimensional platformer and you can't go up. You can't go forward with up.
I mean, we say forward air. You're holding forward the direction that your character's facing. Close enough.
Close enough. Now, this is a rematch of winners finals,
Mhm.
and it was a 3-1 if I am not mistaken. It was.
That is correct.
Now, Studs is potentially at the unfortunate event that he actually is going to be cold for these matches if he hasn't been able to get any games in. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, he will have been sitting for at least an hour, but I don't know. He's coming out pretty hot right now. Some
Yeah,
big
he's looking
damage.
the same. Yeah.
Stinko Man able to break out.
Trying to get up there for it.
Whew. They both miss each other. Either one of
know.
those would have been juicy.
They would have hit for a fat little at least 20%. They were hitting hard.
Gets a shield grab, suplex. Yeah, despite, you know, the early massive damage that Studs was able to put out, this could easily go Stinko Man's way for stock 1. The parry comes through, but it's a multi-hit move, so that doesn't matter. He gets the shield break, and he knows it, and he knows to charge the smash attack. Studs just, like, rinse, repeat.
Was that a full shield to break in one hit?
It can happen off of that move. Extremely powerful against shield, especially if you get the upwards hit.
Oh, that's gonna do it.
No
because the recovery
way.
isn't good enough.
No way. Doesn't mash out in time. Stinko Man able to get one back with a dash attack, but pff, that's a rough position to have to play
Wow.
from.
The heads-up play from Studs on the way down to hit that.
Oh, the down throw into down air. He's trying to follow up. So much pressure from Studs right now.
That was great distancing from Studs on that entire play.
It's the grab. He's off stage. Goes out to try and interrupt, which I respect. Like, at this point, you need to get a stock on the early side, and that might be one way to do it. Uh-oh. Able to parry it this time so he doesn't eat the massive shield damage. Just sticks his belly out there, hoping it's gonna catch him. Remember, if a cat rolls over and presents its belly, that is not a sign that it wants a belly rub. It will bite you. Oh, clips the recovery, and that's all he needs to
Wow.
do. The lightest of taps. And throws the cat off. Stud's looking really strong, looking poised to take grand finals in the first set. Gonna need to see some stronger positioning coming out of Stink, and we're gonna need him to recover carefully enough that he's not getting his up B clipped like it has been. Anticipating we will not be seeing a character swap. Most I'm anticipating is the color to change on the Incineroar, which it just did. Trying to light the fire with that orange color. Taking him to Battlefield. So maybe trying to put some platforms in the way of Yoshi's aerial drift. Ooh, stays on the ledge too long. Able to armor through with the up B, but a risky situation there.
Yeah, because even if it's not like a super strong spike, the recovery of Incineroar is just not great.
Stud's just hanging out on the side of the map. Doesn't feel like he has to approach, really. Able to punish really hard off of that. Lucky... Oh, my goodness. I was going to say it was lucky that Stinko Man didn't get jab reset and he was able to fall off the stage, but I don't think he was expecting it. He just fell. Gets a counter off, but to no effect. Stud's tanking the hit and just going like, no, I'm going to keep hitting you now. It's my turn again.
I appreciate the hit, but
Stinko Man just pushed too far out there. This is 3-stock territory. The down air going to cover him really well. Down air into up air, into forward tilt. Another up air.
oh my.
Huge damage.
A command grab here would definitely take out Yoshi, I think, with the revenge.
But Stud's playing very safe, and as I say that, maybe I just need to talk about Studs more. Maybe that's what Stinko Man needs.
Stud's not getting hit right that second. Did it work? Oh!
All right, all right. This is a little superstitious at this point. The commentator's curse is real, but what you're doing is...
Stud's not having lost the stock. Oh! I'm just saying.
Oh my word. We have too much power. Great air dodge through that. I thought Studs was hit for sure. Studs going up, trying to get the egg. Clips him once. Trying to snipe him out. Great up B from Stinko Man, but that just puts him back into neutral, and he finds himself retreating. Oh,
Stud's
this is...
not having a recovery error.
Stinky is scared. He does not want to engage.
At this point, you almost just have to just go for it. Give it your absolute best and just... Because at 162, I mean, playing out of your gameplay, you know, like playing a different way just because you're high percent won't most of the time lead to success.
This throw might kill him. Oh, he mashes for too long. That's insane.
Just shoot him.
Don't play with your food,
BM?
literally.
Yeah, was it a BM?
Armor straight through the egg. My god.
95.
Stinko Man is rage at this point. Oh, and he lets go of the shield right at the crucial moment. I think he was trying to parry it. But that will give it over to Studs, putting us on 3 tournament points in a row. After which point, Stinko Man would only have reset the bracket. And the pro Studs propaganda flying through the chat. All right, away we go.
Game 3.
Potentially the last one of the tournament. Or potentially one of 8 more.
3, 2, 1, go!
Ooh. That was a meaty counter there. Ton of damage coming out onto Yoshi. And a forward air. Oh my goodness, what a combo. Counters the smash attack that would certainly have killed at that point. Great forward air. Trying to come straight down with the neutral air and throws that a little early, so he lands awkwardly next to Studs and gets grabbed.
Even start to this one.
Oh, there's the shield grab at the edge. Is this gonna kill? This will. Stinko Man off to the early lead, but can he recover from this? No.
Nope.
Definitely not. I like the spacing with the fair. It's grabbed. Oh, man. Stud's just comboing that into so much damage.
44%.
He's so sticky. As soon as he lands something as innocuous as an egg, he's already on top of you, getting out forward tilts, up airs. Just trying to keep that going for as long as he can.
Like, this may just be an egg, but it's what it represents. It just goes.
That was a really preemptive roll. Studs had the read
Yeah.
on his movement there. Studs just baiting, jumping and jumping and jumping and trying to make Stinko Man scared. Oh, man. He doesn't need to charge it.
The ledge and everything.
It's what we call the Dark Rain Escort.
He's like, I'm just gonna place you right over.
Just walk him over. Oh, that is not the way that we wanted to see it end up with a recovery mistake like that. But Studs with the stellar Yoshi play, putting the yellow Yoshi up to the gold. Studs is your winner of the University of Texas at Austin Esports Open. Big congrats. We will be putting you in touch with your people back at admissions to, or not admissions, activities to get you your prizing. So congratulations for that. To all of you watching, thank you so much for sticking around with us. I am Jem, and this is Eyes, and on behalf of both Bravest Esports and E&E, and the campus activities people that brought us to you, thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you in the future at the Valorant tournament on October 9th, at the Harry Potter Trivia Night on October 22nd, at our sub-series event on October 14th, and in the future at our community Discord. And also, if you liked cheering for Studs' Yellow Yoshi here tonight, check him out at the Bravest National Championships that he has qualified for. It'll be the weekend of December 11th and 12th on this channel. So come and cheer for him against the other schools that have competed at our Bravest Esports Opens up until this point. Thank you everybody once again for watching. On behalf of all of those organizations and on behalf of Smashers everywhere, have a good night.
Wear your masks.
Do that. Stay safe, everybody.